You gotta mute that.
I don't know how. I'm muted.
I'll bet you froze your ass off.
I am muted.
Is it cold? Put the link in there. Come on up. The end. It's only supposed to be 25 for the high tomorrow. It says 0 in the chat. Fucking stupid motherfuckers.
I'm over there.
Can you?
I'm on the Bluetooth panel. Nothing. So I can do.
You're not on the panel now.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm right there.
No, you're not. Look,
I'm on YouTube.
you're not on my panel, bro.
I don't know how to get in there.
I just showed you how to work.
But you can hear me.
No, I can hear myself. You need to have no volume or they're going to hear it. What's that?
I'm fucking freezing my dick off, man. Holy fuck.
What's the temperature?
I don't know. It's fucking cold.
Yeah, it got cold here. Did you? I'm not done yet, dude. But you should look at my videos today. I went to Walmart. They were 7 planes spraying at one time in front of the sun.
Bro, they were fucking. I woke up and it was sunshine, clear fucking skies this morning when I got up at 6:37, the final time. Within an hour, they started spraying. When I went to go to bed, the skies were so thick and gray. Then they were spraying more on top of it so bad that when the sun hit it, it looked like
you know why? I caught it at the end. There's 2 suns today. You can see both of them.
Listen, whatever they're fucking doing, I fucking was out like a light, dude. I've been struggling to stay awake. I've been sleeping like a motherfucker.
Huh. Hey, you know that dude that came up on the panel, that Danny Williams dude? What's that, Beacon? The one is Watch Truth?
No,
that new guy? You know, he's been going to everybody's chat, PDF and Slow Burner, all of them. And he went on Tony's panel too, but I found a video where he went on Tony's panel and apologized to Tony and was kissing his ass.
Fuck it. I don't even
saying though, I
hear that.
I don't trust him, but he comes right in like that, you know. I don't. And the other night when we were streaming, when Tony streamed my whole StreamYard, remember? New Year's Eve? Well, Crafty went up there and was on his panel, and she was being nice to him, and you wouldn't believe it, dude. And then today, he had a stream going today and said that Crafty's one that told him all of Camo Leanna's, all 7 YouTube accounts.
Well, I know I'm seeing multiple government ops out there. So, and I'm not going to point no names, but.
Well, I'm just going by my IC, and you know, I just don't. Yeah, well, I don't trust. I don't trust.
I read a document about a year ago. They illegally let 100 and some thousand accounts be opened by CIA, and CIA is not.
Well, Obama passed a law where they can lie about everything, get away with it, the news, everything.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, they show up here trying to talk to me about anything, dude. I'm gonna drop on the ground and laugh like a fucking retard, flop around like a fish, so that when my people get the video camera, they can put it up. I don't do nothing. I don't shoot back. I shoot first, right? I live out in the woods.
Have you ever smoked gelato?
What's that?
Gelato brand.
What's that?
It's called gelato.
Oh, yeah, my you know. Yeah, I got my brother, the guy that my brother buys his house from, he's fucking hooked on that gelato, man. He grows a lot of it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it tastes good.
My favorite one is Death Star, but it's hard to get.
I like Blue Dream is my favorite.
Blue Dream's pretty good, but it's not my favorite.
Man, we got 3 stoners up here now. I'm over at my friend's house so I can stream tonight.
That's an old picture of my shit right there.
He's been around a while.
Yeah, we've been. Hey, I can't believe Buffalo won and the Chiefs lost.
Come on now.
The Chiefs suck. Did you
Bills
see it
are
when
good.
that rookie that had all the yards in that? He ran
Mhm.
like a 60-yard thing, and they just quit running in 20 yards from the end zone. Did you see that?
No, I didn't
It's
see it.
it's like, what the fuck?
Crazy
Suckers.
shit.
Yeah, if the Chiefs don't make it, I'm going for you.
Go for the Bills.
I mean, I've always liked the Bills. I told you ever since Flutie Flakes, and I like Doug
Yeah.
Flutie. He was such a stud. You know, he won in college, he won in the
Yep.
Canadian League, and he won in the NFL.
Yeah, he kicked ass.
Yeah, he had a brother too. Something. I don't know.
Yeah, he was good.
A lot
Bills
better
haven't had
than
a good quarterback though in years.
yeah. What's his name? They lost 3 in a row. What's his name?
Yeah, it was what was that?
Oh, I can see him playing today. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yep,
He's got
Tom
cancer
Brady.
too. Hey, Nez.
That guy walked out too, and Tom Brady and shit.
Oh, I know. You know why?
No,
He didn't. He didn't. Wouldn't get the jab, and they let him. He lied about getting the jab, and then he hadn't got it yet, and they wouldn't let him play or something. And he said, "Fuck it."
during the game too. That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Very,
Too
very
much money.
unusual walk out.
Hey, if he
Walk
would
out
say,
on the
check
third
this out.
quarter.
Hey, hey, what's up, Swanee? Hey, check this out. You know, you talk about numbers, how they do symbols and numbers.
Yep.
If he would have stayed in the game, and I can't remember how many more passes he had to catch, he would have got $333,000 more dollars. There were three things he was about to make, and it was all $333,000 added to his contract. Isn't that strange?
That is.
Hey, what's up, Bigfoot? Hey, are you out and about? Are you? The link's in there because
Very
Steelers
strange.
stuff.
Just walking
What's
out.
up? Happy New Year. What's up, brother?
Very strange to walk out on Tom Brady. He was gonna throw the ball to you too. I guess. I don't know. I thought
No,
it was gonna
it's nothing not going on. They're not saying. I'm sure.
be that. Yeah, it was during an important game though.
It was weird. I never seen anybody walk off the field that hadn't got thrown out from doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy just to walk out on your team.
I know 333 and just 33 shows up a lot too lately.
Yeah,
Weird.
our Bills player retired at halftime or something. One game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Vontae Davis or something. He
Hey,
was in
remember that time that what was his name for the Vikings? Jim Marshall. He picked up a fumble and ran the wrong way, and his own players were trying to tackle him, and he made a safety.
Yeah, I
fucked
vaguely
up.
remember that one.
Yeah, that is. You're going the wrong way.
I remember one
What are
time
you
in college
doing?
football too, somebody running for a touchdown, and one of the players on the sidelines tackled him off the bench. Hey, how about Jose Canseco was in the outfield once, and they hit a long ball, and it bounced off the top of his head and went over the fence for a home run.
A double doink.
Hey, you know the St. Louis Browns? They end up being the Baltimore Orioles. One time they had a midget on their team, and no one could ever strike him, get a strike zone. He walked every time.
He walked every time because he was so short.
They had a one-armed player too.
He was so short, so they always walked him.
Hey, you know how the Cardinals won their first World Series? They were playing the Yankees. It was the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and Babe Ruth was on first, and he got thrown out trying to steal second. What's up, Ross?
Trying to steal second.
Hey, if you don't got a wrench, I'll give it to you when I get up here because I only got one phone. I ain't got no way to moderate, but I will. I don't know if Ross Kahn has one or not. I can't see. I think at 33, I think of Tony Dorsett for the Cowboys. I think of numbers like that. 43 is Richard Petty. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah, this picture here is my old pic.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
What's that noise? I don't know if you were.
It's just 2 Uber beacons up on there.
Oh, that's good.
It's my old school shit.
Hey, Ross, I really enjoyed your trivia stuff and games and music. That was a blast.
I know.
Except
You know
questions.
what? I subbed to Ross's channel and hit my reminder thing, and then I fucking fell asleep and missed it.
It was good, dude. There's like 45 people in there and no drama.
Yeah.
33.
And
Wow.
she did music trivia, bingo, and the only thing that sucked was the first questions was asking shit nobody knows and useless knowledge. It wasn't her fault. It was like, you know, shit about Japan and other countries that how the hell would we know? You know what I mean?
Wow. I have 3 beacon lights and 3 regular lights.
You study. That's the stuff
crazy.
I like, man. Yeah,
Crazy.
you're supposed to study,
special
man.
number
No
Chinese lord.
Well, you got a 50-50 chance when it's, you know, you got two,
Yeah.
you know.
I just heard Japan retired to our beat.
Really?
I like doing 80s and, you know, 90s, 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s music when we were younger. You know, I like that shit. I have a new ring light and I have a color changing light board. Woo woo! I almost bought one of those ring lights. I think you got to have at Walmart, like for your phone. Yeah. So what's everybody been doing?
See?
That was me. I did that. I want to make sure that it was
You got China in there with you?
locked. I have a new ring light and I have a color changing light board. That's awesome. Ring light and a light board. Very cool, Ness.
Oh, we got a good frozen bay here. So I think I get the snow out.
The sun will come out.
People call me bacon.
Yeah, dude, this
That's
snowmobile
called
is
you.
crazy, dude. I've never seen an engine.
What?
I've called you everything.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, you probably did. You probably called me every
You
single
never
name.
seen what?
I
Michigander?
have
What?
the longest name in the game. You probably call me every single name.
Yep.
Possible. Every single name possible.
We probably did long live streams with 2 of us in there before.
Yeah.
Homer, I remember when I was the only one in his live streams forever. Just me and him.
Yeah, I was on there too.
I ended up passing him on my subs though. He was ahead of me for like 300 or 400 for a while. I got 10 new subs last night.
Cool. Very cool. Dual bacon.
I haven't even checked mine.
Well, I got an app that it records the screen. You know.
Yep.
I've got tons of clips of videos I haven't released yet. Like people that block me. Hey, lady. People that block me and making videos like I'll just push record and I go through what I do during the day and go to all my people I subscribe to and what I do. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I haven't done any. It's pretty cool though.
It's not
Come
good
up,
shit.
Scotty.
Doing shit. Really? Duke's naughty. He's a naughty cat.
Dan, whoever.
He does shit that'll piss people off. The cat, Duke. Daisy and Duke, you know, my cats.
Yeah,
Well,
Daisy
Duke,
and-
he's always doing shit. He's a naughty boy.
Is it got it neutered?
What's that? He
Yeah,
climbs curtains and shit. He climbs curtains and shit.
Have you got it fixed?
Yeah, he's fixed.
Yeah, otherwise they spray that shit everywhere.
Yeah, true. Nasty.
You
Stinky.
know, I bought some dog with papers once, and you know, and then all it would do was shit in the floor on the carpet. So I put it in the box and shit on a roll of carpet. That's it.
I used to have a dog. Used to eat his own shit. Disgusting.
You know why they do that though? Because they got such a sensitive nose, they can smell the undigested food in it. That's why they eat it.
Well, this dog I used to have was fucking named Blue. He would eat his own shit.
I had one that would eat the fucking cat shit out of the litter box. Gravel and all. I wouldn't touch it after that. Then they come up and lick your face after they've been eating shit. You know what I mean?
Baby love. How's it going? This is my old school picture here. It's kind of funny. In a way, it is. I gotta get my other shit updated here. I gotta get it updated.
Hey, Michigander, there's a gift that has
Gotta show my 3 beacons. What am I doing with these 2? Come on now. Come on now. I gotta show my 3. I'm doing the wrong with the 2 here. Anyway, yeah, that's what
you're doing, but you should be sext. Isn't it sextigan? 6 lights.
Yeah, I got freaking beacons and shit and all that, so it's all good.
Hey,
Though.
why do you really mellow?
As long as I like it, I like it.
I guess go to jail for a little while would mellow out anybody, huh? Especially when you didn't do nothing wrong.
Wow.
They came on his live stream January 1st last year and took him to jail. Hey, Jay.
Wow.
And it sucked, dude. I don't know how he just got out like a couple months ago. I've never been in jail. I can imagine. I probably go crazy because I get claustrophobic. I'm a rage in a cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, rage in the cage all the way.
If I ever go to jail, it'll be for a long time because I have to find my ass.
Yeah, I can't deal with the cell too well either, man. The last time I was in, the longest time I ever sat in the cell, and I was
First of all, you know what the worst part is? They have a toilet without any doors around it.
oh, that don't bother me, man. It's just being
Well,
stuck
what-
in there.
I'm
Man.
sorry, dude. That's the only
Listen,
place I want privacy.
The poison that they fucking feed you is so horrible. I was in there that
Yeah,
whole
but hey,
time, dude, and never made a real turd. I never made
my
a real
son,
turd
my
the whole
son
time I was
gained
in
like my son gained 40 pounds in there.
there.
He's huge from lifting weights and shit. He's big.
Yeah, I am. This is me. There you go. That too.
Jay,
I had to show my ass real quick.
come up.
Super lit
Come
shit.
up. Hey, do you remember what's her name? Mystic Skywatcher, that crazy girl. You remember her? I used to go on her panels. I used to go on her panels, and I met Swanee, and he came over there, and they didn't like what he said, and so I gave him a wrench in my channel, and then she kicked me off and said I was a shill, paid him for it, and all this shit.
You fucking shill. You fucking
Yeah.
shill.
Come over here, I'll shill you something. It's like somebody asked me if I was a cop one time. I'm like, I about fell over. I'm like, yeah.
Show cop squatch.
Yeah. Well, I used to work at Police Video, and we had a camera, and everybody thought that because the
I'm making a walnut pipe right now to smoke out of, dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You probably should bake it a little bit before you use it. I worked when I built limousines. I had access to all the woods, African oak. What's that? All that dogwood. You know, and I make bowls. What I do one day at break, I'd cut out like 20 of the little places, and then the next day I'd sand it. I did it. You know, by the end of the week, I had like 20 bowls done.
Yeah. Ah, damn.
Ross, when you do that every what is today? Monday or Tuesday?
Man, I got battery acid in that cut, dude. I got battery acid in that cut. You should see how bad it got. Get lit. Nice pick.
That's better than getting battery acid on your favorite clothes when you go to wash them and you get them out, they're full of holes, right?
Yo, I got a couple pairs of good pants like that.
Hey, Ross, you can come up too, lady. Come on. Everybody, we got enough here to just build a panel up.
Here's mine, Beacon.
There we go.
Here's mine. Hey, here's mine.
It's great.
Just flick it. Just flick it.
Let's flick it. I had the same one. I had the same one.
Yo, mine went dead. You know what? I got that one too, and it's dead.
Yeah, they don't put as much fuel in there as they used to, the fuckers. They do. Hey, you know what I used to do? You can take a push pin and poke that round place on the bottom out and fill it up with fuel, and then you push a push pin back in there and break it off, and you can refill these, you know? Well, I was refilling one, and you could put a lot more in there than comes in it. And I accidentally clicked the flicker thing, and it made like a small atomic explosion, about burnt my hair off.
What's up, old boy? Are you cold? Are you freezing much too? You should stop that cat from opening the door, you prick. You let him open the door, and now we're freezing balls. Yeah.
It's like somebody leaving your house, they're in the doorway talking to you, like, shut the fucking door.
Dude, man, I woke up fucking freezing fucking nuts. I'm like, what the fuck? I get up, man, fucking front door's wide open, no fucking wood stove. I'm like, dude.
Hey, but you know what they said in the old days? They say, are you born in a fucking barn? Shut that fucking barn door.
I must not have clicked it all the way or something, but the cat opens the fucking door, dude. I mean, literally, he comes up, if you don't latch the door, he fucking can open it, dude.
Did he come back in or stay outside?
Oh, he does what he wants, dude. I just kind of, he goes to the door like a dog and asks to come in and out. I got to catch my breath. Hold on.
Nice.
This is that gelato, though. It should have kicked the dick in the dirt.
No, that's the
Yeah, my buddy does that for
Girl
head
Scout
He's
cookies.
kind of a space case. He's got that anxiety shit real bad, and it works for him. He says it helps him a lot, that specific breed.
Ooh. Come on.
That's all he does, man. This dude lives like me,
Lava.
man.
Now
Fucking out
we
in the
got
middle of
gelato,
nowhere.
lava cake, and Girl Scout cookies. Dab it. He got
Yeah,
dabs
he
too.
fucking lives out in the middle of nowhere. That's all this motherfucker wants to do is grow weed. It's like, dude, man, there's more to life than weed, fucker.
There's more to life than weed. I don't know. I get high first. I put the world second. I already did my thing. I raised the whole family and all that shit, so I'm good. I mean, already got done with all that shit.
Did you drop
a high world, man. High world.
Life is a highway.
Hey, man, and I don't because here, this motherfucker will whine and wake me up to go out to the bathroom, dude. But if I take my mom and dad's house or something, dude, that motherfucker constantly pissing on shit, dude.
Yeah, they're marking their territory.
Fucking bonehead. Yeah, that's what it is. There's 2 male dogs over there.
Remember on Saturday Night Live when Rob Schneider was on there? You go, you can keep your weed in it. Did you see that video? I shared it. There's a bunch of musicians that died this year in different bands. You know what I mean? Or last year.
You're gonna see more. You're gonna see a whole shit ton
Weed
more coming.
Is that a pot plate?
That's awesome, dude. I like that. Where the hell did you get that?
You know, an ashtray, that's a weed tray right there.
Oh, yeah, you should get those ones from Pizza Hut. County line. We like Ryan Up Church. Radio Jam. Hey, Upchurch is a year younger than my son or older, and he collected Pokemon. And some guy took pictures from him the other day and handed him an album. He handed him an album full of Pokemon cards worth about $50,000. I threw them away. I probably shouldn't have. Are you working again, Beacon?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, not right now.
What do you have to do now?
We're supposed to get hit with some snow and shit. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy shit. My beacons are snowed and iced anyway, so I mean, whatever.
The other day it was 65 degrees, and it went down to 12 with 0 wind chill. It dropped 65 to 0 in one day.
Yep.
Wow.
It was so warm here today, dude. I couldn't even have my wood stove on. I had to have my doors open and shit. And then right as the sun was going to go down, it just dropped.
Yeah. When it gets cold like that, the ground's still warm, and it makes that like reverse fog. It's coming from the ground.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, whatever they were spraying today was fucked up, dude. I mean,
hey, dude, I got him. I zoomed. My phone's got 8 times zoom, and I zoomed right up in on them, and they were squirting out that thick shit that turns into like skulls dropping, And there was 7 of them at one time spraying in front of the sun. 7 planes. And they all were going in toward it. And, it was weird. And, I was at Walmart filming it, and no one could see it. People didn't know what it was either. Nobody.
I don't know what the fuck, but people need to wake the fuck up. We need to. This is crazy, dude. Go get some kind of anti-aircraft artillery or something.
Well, where I live, there. When I first noticed it was 2011 because I was pretty much separated and had no utilities. And every morning I'd get up and take my Camaro and wash it at the car wash and pretty much take a whore bath. And the airport's that way. And I'd see all these planes. I started noticing them because there's not that many flights that go out of here. And plus, they don't get that close to each other, and they take the same route because fuel is supposed to be so expensive, right? But that's when I noticed it. I said, what's all these? And then one time a guy said something about HARP and chemtrails, and I didn't know what it was until, I finally looked it up. That was 10 years ago. Well, 11 now. And everybody used to laugh at me
If you
until they
notice the
started
name-
telling you. Have what?
Yeah, but if you start checking on Harp, if you get online to check on Harp when you're typing it into the computer search thing, it comes up as that insurance.
Yeah, but you know what? They already got. That's why they did that. And also, they say they closed down the one in Alaska, but you know why? They have mobile ones now, and every country has them. They have them on ships. They have them on islands. They don't need them there anymore, and they can go from 0 to 1 million, frequencies in just 1 second. Like that do in 1 millionth of a second. They can shoot it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out right now that they burned them people out in Colorado.
Oh,
It's
and they
coming
did
out.
in California too.
Yeah.
Because I watched
Yeah.
all that shit. And I got that. It shows a car in the street. The glass and the aluminum is melted, and there's a bush made out of cotton balls next to the sidewalk, not even burnt, because it's
Yeah,
frequencies.
dude, you know
That's how they burn
you know how
tattoos
hot-
off. They burn tattoos off without burning your skin because it's a frequency.
You know
I mean,
how hot it has to get to melt porcelain?
yeah, and aluminum wheels and glass out of a car without breaking first, it would break before it would melt. You know what I mean? They show a house in the middle of a giant forest, and only the house is burned and nothing around it. You know what I mean? But you know why they did that? They didn't give them the rights to build back there. They bought everybody out and put them in. They want people to live in apartments, and they're trying to get back all the land on the coast. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we're gonna.
Yeah, well, it's because they sold to China. Dude, I can show you where they've been selling shit to China illegally for over a decade.
Hey,
I remember when they sold the first
think
port
we're
in
bait?
California to China. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? That's illegal, dude. That's a foreign country.
Hey, above Washington State, they have a place called Little China, and China can fly in and out of Canada anytime they want without. And there's Canada's 44% Chinese now.
Think about what you're
I mean,
saying.
that's
and
a lot of
who
people.
we argue with the
I don't
most
care.
online. Sass, think about what you're saying and think about the people we argue with the most online.
Oh, I know.
That's what I'm
It's-
saying. I'm starting
I
to see
know.
a pattern.
I know. It's called China. I call them Chinadians. I don't care. I don't like Chinese.
Okay.
I like the people. I don't like the government. I don't know the people. But, it's not the people. It's the government. The people are just like us. They watch the internet. They get on the.
There you go.
You know what I mean? They're just like we are. The people don't like
they
your
don't allow
government.
most of our shit over there, dude. They don't
Hey,
even allow
I've got to be friends with some Muslims in Pakistan and over there, and they're calmer than any chat I've been in. And they talk to me, and I figured out how to get a translator on there where I can it reads me what they're saying. Pretty cool. Yeah. Tetro.
Oh, man.
And the crafty of the craftiest. What's up? Get fucked up. I just don't give a shit anymore. I'm just going to worry about numero uno and say fuck it. Everybody's got to answer for their own shit, so it's not me to judge anybody, right?
Yeah, you're gonna be numero uno.
We're getting fucked up. Yeah, I had to leave the stream. You know how that goes.
You ain't cute.
Control, there's a big
bullheaded-
crafty. Come on up, baby. Hey, crafty, and come on up, everybody. Hey, if you don't turn
This
left,
guy's
which
in the
way?
middle of the floor just looking at me. What do you want?
It's hilarious.
What do you want?
Hey, you know what? Steven doesn't turn left. You know why?
BP Turbo, super lit and shit.
No.
Hey,
No,
tonight Tony was streaming Steven's stream and just sitting there listening to it and commentating. He is such a greaseball. It was fucking stupid. And he was arguing with Tetro in Steve's chat. I'm serious. And even Cindy Krista was up there and he goes, look at this disgusting 73-year-old whore and shit. He's calling Cindy Krista that. Hey, what's up, Joe? Can you believe that? It's not hard to believe that they let him get away with that shit.
He's fucking retarded. It's all he knows how to do. He doesn't know anything else.
Hey, hello.
I bet you. Not even a single person comes and talks to him. I bet you if you shut his internet off, not a single person comes to see or talk to him.
Do you ever see him with anybody? The only thing he shows is old footage from Cuba. That's the only thing he showed, or where he worked at, because he ain't got no friends. You ever see him with anybody? No. Who would want to hang out with that guy? Just the way he talks makes me want to puke. Hello, is there anybody out there? Hello, people.
Ready?
All right now.
For an experiment.
Yeah, I'm
For
going to
an
drive to
experiment,
Canada
I
and bring a
started
sniper rifle.
I got to tap it on you.
That'd be a good way to go out.
He said that'd be a good way to go out.
But yeah, like that guy that killed Jeffrey Dahmer in jail. I said he was a hero.
Good weed.
I mean, look how they make all the people on when you used to watch TV, Bonnie and Clyde, all of them that killed all the cops and shit. They made heroes out of them on TV, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, I didn't give you a
That's
good
why
one.
society's all fucked up. They did it on purpose. Murder was the
I know.
case that they gave me. Murder was the case.
187 on the motherfucking yeah. Yeah, I know.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
What's that?
Nothing much,
You been
man.
taking a little break there? Hey, Spud Lee. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, you had a good time off. I've been kind of laying lower myself.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here, man.
I know. I figured you just said fuck it and got tired of it.
My name fits.
No,
You know, you and your bachelor life, right? You don't got to do since you're a bachelor. That guy is such a my God. I don't really know. I think he's mentally incompetent because there's people that are that way in the real world. Why can't they be that way on YouTube? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He reminds me of one of those retarded kids on the short bus the way he laughs because he laughs at everything. Everything. I don't care what it is. You're a whore, bitch. God. I keep waiting for him to have an aneurysm or a heart attack or some shit, and then we'll call it good.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, he could. Well, the thing is, he could sit there all he wants and makes up a lot of shit. And he wants to divide people. He's been dividing people for the past couple of years. Yeah.
That's dad.
It's almost a great military tactic. It's called divide and conquer.
See what Tony doesn't understand is that I get along with a lot of people. He's one of the only ones I don't fucking get along with.
Exactly, brother. Hey, you never met a stranger, have you? And it's like when you seem like you can get along with anybody.
Exactly. Hey, what's up, Spud? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Kat. How you doing? Hey, Darlene.
Sounds like we got a full house.
Hey, I did 9 and a 10-hour stream the other night, and I had Bright 77 was up there for hours, and it turned out he's a good dude. And he has water on the brain since he was born. He has a twin brother too, but I finally learned to understand him because he got to good talk for a while. You know, I don't know if you know him. And Spud was up there. You know, you're always up there. Come up, Spud. Joe, you want to come up? Joe and Misty. I'll give everybody a wrench that ain't got a wrench later. But that's a good channel to go to. He's on every morning, and he grows killer weed.
Hey, there you go. I changed my name for a bit right there. Look at that.
Joe and Misty.
Hey, do I have a wrench?
Tetro says, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a wrench in there.
Yeah, no.
Tetro says, Tony, it's time to fuck off.
Hey, the other night I had. Hey, what's up, Jay? I had what's his name? Jacone was in the back room, and he wouldn't come up, and I even put him on the screen, and I kept changing his name to like Dickhead and Flawless and shit like that. I even put him on the host screen, and he wouldn't show himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll give him.
Or as I call him, Dacone the Freemason.
I just call him the Conehead.
I call him the female to male Fred Durst.
Hey, it's good to see you there, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm
It's
glad
good to
to be
see
back
you
on.
too, JJ. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man.
They let him out. They let him out for a while.
I'm feeling a lot better after I got that mouse out of my room, man. It's been hell the last 4 days. New Year started with a mouse in my room, and it took me 4 days to get him out.
Oh, hey, there's nothing worse than that. I've had it, man. And like one time, I couldn't find one forever, and then it was in the couch.
Oh,
Smashed.
I can't believe how fast they are. Just a slight movement or a little
Look
noise.
at
They
that,
just
David
fly.
Divine.
They just,
I know that.
just
Hey, what's up, David?
oh,
Alien
Alien
Believers,
Believer.
AAP's Variety Channel. How you doing?
AAP,
Mark?
bam. Whoop whoop. Hey, come up on the panel, AAP.
Damn,
David?
got a whoa.
Oh man, that's
hey,
fucking
Alien
party.
Believers, what's up, buddy? Hey, David Divine.
I'm glad I went live now. I just had a feeling like, oh yes, I think it was Gaia that told me.
Like, do you guys have any tricks in catching mice or mouses or rats or what? Why not?
Yeah,
Like, what do
peanut
you guys?
butter.
Because I wasn't trying to
Peanut
kill
butter.
it. I was trying to catch it and let it out.
Peanut
I was-
butter and those sticky traps work the best. Those sticky ones.
Funny. It's
Or
funny. It
listen,
wasn't going
you
for
take
that.
a
I
bucket.
tried peanut
Hey,
butter on
you
the
take a
sticky trap.
5-gallon
Put bread. Put a
What
what?
you do,
I
you
mean-
you take those cheap traps and the ones that smack, and you bend them around, and you can fix them where they work right. They're put together real
No,
cheap.
hey,
What I always do is I
it's-
put bacon on there, and I wrap thread around it where they can't get it off, and they pull on it. Bam.
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Oh,
fucked
they
up.
got a live trap. Go ahead.
It's fucked up how you got like guys like trans man Tony, dipshit the cone, fucking
Okay, I'll let you off the
polygamy Penny, fucking I got some good ones.
Sorry, Sally.
Yak off yak sleep, penis loving Pete, all them motherfuckers, man. And fucking thirst for semen, screw job, which I call bolt guns,
Copper
preparation-
penny. I call them squirt gun. Squirt gun.
I thought they were the Hawk Hogan brothers.
And then they got this. And then they got this other new couple new fucking people in there. Some chick named Laura, the one that's fucking has an avatar where she's fucking covering her tits. Stupid bitch. And people laugh at her thinking she's funny when she's fucking stupid
I
as
like
hell, like the
boobies.
rest of the fucking chat.
I like boobies.
Don't worry,
That's
Tony. Don't worry, Tony. We'll see you on the fucking sex offenders list pretty soon, since you like fucking talking on women and shit. You fucking sick piece of shit. He wanted me to come up on panel tonight, dude. He fucking banned me. The motherfucker when I was on his panel last, the motherfucker kicked me off. He's sitting there, I never kicked you off, Tetro, Patrick, two squirts. I'm like, motherfucker, you kicked me off your panel, you bitch.
Yeah, he's one disgusting human being, man.
Yeah, man. Like the reason why I haven't been on YouTube a lot, dude, because my family, man. I've been dealing with my family, my wife, my kids, my fucking parents and shit.
It's called priorities, man. Priorities. You got your priorities straight. It's good.
Yeah, a few of my cousins have COVID, dude, and I've been catering to fucking my cousins because they needed me.
My daughter and her old man got
That's
it.
good. Yeah, friends and family, man. You gotta help them out, man. Be there for them.
Yep.
I guess
And I had
my son-in-law is a tough dude, and he laid on the couch for like 13 days. Fucked him up, he said.
Oh,
and I had to
And then my daughter got it too. So
Well, when I
know,
found
I
out my
feel-
cousins got it, dude. When I found out my cousins got it, I had to sit down with my wife, and I had to have a talk with her and shit. Tell her I had to be with my other family right now because they're
What are you
going
doing?
through some
Get out of
crisis.
there now. Now you're being fucking.
And
I think it just affects different people. Every people. I knew a guy. He survived cancer, and he was a Green Beret, and he got it and died like 3 days later in the hospital.
Come here, don't be
That's
Exactly.
fucked up.
that's crazy.
We'll find a spot, lay down and chill like you usually do.
I think they come up with these new names for it. So his like commercials say, Lysol kills, Corona boner. Well, now it's not that anymore. They give it this new fucked up name, Hey, but tomorrow is the 5G gets turned on, and this is going to show if it's going to work, if what's going to happen, because they were fighting. The airport was fighting it, getting turned on because it's getting fucked with airplanes controls and stuff. They may crash, and the Congress or whatever didn't. They let them keep going with it. So tomorrow they turn on 5G everywhere.
Watch the eyes in the
People,
back.
people might start going crazy. You never know.
Hey,
Oh, I think
Sass,
so, man.
I just changed my username again. Hey, Tony, this username right here is the reason why. Fuck. Hold on.
Oh my God!
Who was it?
That's my buddy. He's right next to me, and he came up on camera. And you know how that does. They got it muted. It does the
username I just changed. The username on here I just changed. That's the reason why Tony is obsessed, because in reality, Tony's the single white masturbating gay man. Right there, the proof. He always talks about transgenderism. Him and fucking Pete and Yaxley. They always talk about who's a woman and who's a man.
Yeah, man, he said he was dating Pamela Henderson.
And how often does he attack women, man? That's the definition of a loser, man. Attacking women.
Cocksucker's name.
He's that uncle that your mom says, go over to your friend's house and play when they come over.
Yeah. He's like Millhouse.
Yeah.
Are you
I can't laugh like that, man.
Did you let him push you out of your spot, dickweed? Did you just let him push you out of your spot, dickweed?
That motherfucker could go to Hollywood. He could play in, what's it called? Dudley Do-Right. He could be Snidely Whiplash. Yeah. He also what's that other guy? Forrest Natasha. You know, like. Hey, are you sure he's Italian? Because he was singing
I couldn't turn it down anymore.
mariachi.
Hey, what's up, Mark? Mark's in the private chat.
He's sitting next to me though, and if he turns it on, and we had all that noise,
Yeah.
too close. You know what I mean? I'm over his place so I can stream. You know what I mean, Bert?
See, here's the thing with this motherfucker. He wanted me to get on panel. There's a reason why I won't get on panel. One, he always fucking kicks me off, and he winds up banning one of my accounts. And two, motherfucker, if that motherfucker came on my panel, I'm not gonna fucking ban him. The last time I had him on my panel, I gave him a chance to fucking talk, and all he did was be disrespectful to everybody on the panel.
I let him up with me in Michigander maybe a couple weeks ago, and all I did was start yelling, and hey, Bright, you know how he does. He just started cussing and calling me all kinds of names, and then he was in the back room and put 40 times about calling me all kinds of stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, his obsession with masturbating single males, women, him fucking preying on women, him talking about transgenderism, saying people they have fake valor, and fucking saying they're not real military. He don't know fucking shit from apple butter.
Hey, I think he's kind of like he's like little Nicky. His dad sent him up here to cause havoc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really think that there's a demon or something evil, because no one in the world I've ever met is that.
He's possessed or something. Yeah.
Treating people bad. He laughs like it's a laugh like humor. Like he likes it. I mean, if you can see
got
it.
hit in the head too many times.
But if you let a psychiatrist or somebody watch that shit, you know what they'd say? There's no telling. We ought to have. That's what we ought to do. We ought to put up a PayPal thing to raise money to get some professional, like Dr. Phil shit, and have him come on there. Can you imagine?
See that's.
I don't even think Dr. Phil can help him.
His main problem is that he lies to people. He doesn't realize it because he thinks in his own little fucking meth-headed mind that he ain't lying to nobody. But he turns around, he asks for money. He fucking does this shill kind of work that he talks about all these other people he's supposedly exposed, which he hasn't exposed nobody, because people are still fucking walking around. They're not in jail, so he didn't expose.
Yeah, he hasn't got no one arrested.
But the nerve
you don't go to jail for talking on YouTube. You lose your channel, maybe. You don't go to jail.
Yeah,
and dude, and look how stupid the guy is.
You're in a different country too, so fuck him. That's what
look how stupid the guy is. Why is he telling people on YouTube, bro? Go tell the cops.
I know. Hey, did you see that video? Hey, I posted a video of a real guy. I got a guy that
you don't just give it away. You go tell the cops. Exactly. You're supposed to keep that. Like, that's supposed to be confidential. You're supposed to use that in court. You don't just tell the whole world so the guy can cover his ass after.
Go to my community page. And I posted a guy on there that goes after child shit like that, and he's gone like 200 and something. He gets them to meet him somewhere, and then the cops come and take them away. That's how you get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they keep all the logs. And the
Tony's
one I
just a
watched.
fraud. Doesn't do nothing.
Oh, I know. And well, he has done something. He's got people to give him money for yelling at people.
Yeah, and you know something? I know some fucking straight. He sits there and says he don't like people trolling his fucking shit, but he has fucking fake accounts coming in here like Steve's nose and fucking
I
Tiffany's chin
know.
and shit
And
like
guess
that.
what, dude? I blocked every person that's ever been in his chat. If I go to his chat, I don't see anybody because I got every motherfucking one unblocked.
Yeah, he sits
That's how
there.
you get, that's what I do. That's
yeah,
how you get rid of them.
Yeah, he sits there and he says that fucking he hates fucking Fellowmon and he fucking hates
And I
there's
never heard
another
of Bob Nodell or that other dude. I never heard of them in my life till he said that shit. I don't even know who they are still. Just only what he told people.
He said he hates all these people who fucking come in accounts and fucking chill and shit, but it's okay for him to fucking I believe that he is buddy with them because these motherfuckers make sock accounts. They go to his fucking chat and they make fun of Steve and they make fun of Tiffany and they make fun of other people. It's fucking bullshit. Tony's fucking with every person and it's bullshit.
Well, hey, the other night a guy came up I let him up on the panel. His name was Danny Williams, and he's Watch Truth. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Then all of a sudden, after that, he went to everyone's chat. Every day he's been in everyone's chat. And then a while ago over at, what's his name? Slow Burner. He was in there with both accounts. And I said, hey, I saw you on a panel with Tony kissing his ass and apologizing to him. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden he pops in here. I just don't. And then he's got his accounts taken. And he says he has 8 kids, 13 to 2 years or something. And I said, if you have 8 kids, what are you doing on YouTube? Do you have any priorities? And he never answered me. And you know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't trust people that I don't know.
There's
You know what I mean?
there's two specific people that make these fucking sock accounts, these troll accounts, to go in Tony's fucking stream and make fun of Steve and make fun of Tiffany and make fun of fucking a bunch of other people.
Well, you notice a lot of times Tony, you know how Tony leaves all the time? What do you think he's doing? He's another person in the chat and shit, or going to someone else's stream and as one of his shill accounts. I guarantee you, he has something that people like him because he acts like it's somebody else that's nice. Just, you know what I mean? I wouldn't doubt it.
Hey, I just wanted to mention something because you said something reminded me of something. Did you know that 8 children is actually a small family back 40, 50 years ago?
Oh, I know. Everybody had 10 or 12 or as many as mom could spit out.
My mom is from a 9-person family, 9-child family, and my dad is from like 13.
Hey, what's up, Second Star Survival?
When my dad was born, my grandfather was like 55, and he still had another son after my dad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was the oldest of 4, and I think that's why I never got into trouble. I didn't have no bad influences, you know what I mean? Because most people that get in trouble, they're either the younger, you know, you're like the youngest, or at least they had someone older that corrupted them usually, you know what I mean? I'm talking about alcohol and stuff at young ages. Some people started like you know, got drank at 8 or 9 years old. I never even tasted beer till I was 19. You know what I mean? I just never wanted to drink.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 4.
Hey, look at that. If you guys want to raise some funds, I'll play Dr. Phil with a tweaker. I'll play Dr. That's funny now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's funny.
Sparky Ways, I did try me when messing. Hey, come up anytime there, Bright.
Come up. Oh.
It's about time that I figured it'd start being on more because of winter. I hate winter. If I could hibernate, I probably would.
Oh, me too.
I'm gonna hey, they're fucking with me trying to go live, dude. I've spent hours trying to set up my live stream, and then I was at my dad's house doing some stuff, and all of a sudden it worked, but I was busy.
Well, there's lots of apps you can go live on besides StreamYard too. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll have to figure it out. I'm ramping up right now to do it a lot more too for the rest of the winter.
It's too bad you can't get a different. Well, I guess we get 5G. You may get perfect signal everywhere.
Well,
I mean, they have an airplane flying around ran by solar, It puts out Wi-Fi signals to fucking third world countries. It flies in the air all the time, putting out Wi-Fi.
Well,
What's his name?
I've been living in this county on and off for 20 years now, and I just watched them doing the fastest thing they've ever done in this town was put that cable under the ground for the 5G. I've never seen them move that fast to do anything in this.
Well, they were doing it when everybody was locked up. That's what they were doing when they first had all the. They had to stay, in the lockdowns, whatever. They were doing that. They were putting that shit up quick everywhere.
Yep.
They were hiding in trees, and they got it disguised as all kinds of shit.
I personally watched them lay 10 miles of that fucking cable underground.
Was that machine that digs it and buries it at the same time?
Yeah, they got a machine that
it puts out those front. They can do it fast. I used to build apartments.
Yeah, they were driving around trucks with rolls on it and shit.
I know. That's the way to do it. It's telephone poles and all that bullshit.
You know what's crazy? All the steel racks that had the electrical cable on it, all they did was kick that off to the side when they got done. They didn't even take care of their shit, dude. Literally, I could show you on the ride to town. They literally just kicked the fucking steel barrel thing that the wire was on. They literally, once it was empty, they threw it off the truck, off the side of the road, and that's where it sits.
We're gonna try the
Guess who's in the back room?
Hey, we're trying the lava cake.
Hello!
Tony!
Hello!
Fuck you, Tony!
Yeah. Boy, he got big. No one likes
The
you.
bad guy.
Hey, divide and conquer. No, not going to happen.
Yep, two-balled bitch. Take a hike.
Did it?
Yeah.
The weird thing is, I don't even see Tony.
Go back to hell.
Yeah, dude. I don't even see Tony, man. Where's he at?
He's in the back room.
I don't see him.
I don't see nothing.
I don't see
Yes, he blocked me, dumbass.
Hey, he's not transgender. He's translucent. Oh my God.
He's a trans loser-farian.
Chomo.
Oh.
The Chomo.
Hey, the police are gonna get this.
I guess the only thing
Hey,
when Bolt Gun went to the military, the only battle he fucking truly lost was the battle of his hairline.
oh my God.
Hey, when I first met Sass and Bolt Gun and them, I thought Bolt Gun was Sass and fucking Sassy was Bolt Gun because of the way his hairline was. He looked like Sass.
Hey, Bolt Gun and Casey, like father, like son, fucking Sasquatch motherfucker, man. Them guys
Hey, you know what? And I like that. I like both of them. I never done that to them. I like both
the
of them.
hills have eyes. The hills have
Yeah, I
eyes.
thought Bill Gunn was a really good guy.
But I like it. I don't care what happens. I can't quit liking somebody because I've never done that to him. He's never done that to me.
Well, the thing is, Tony has that mind fuck power where he's a manipulator, and if you don't agree with everything he says, he'll fucking frame you. That's how he is.
Yeah, he told Bogan. He said they keep wanting. They want you to come back over there. Don't switch sides on me and shit like that.
That's how I want you to act, you fucking retard. Not like
He always says about all this. He goes, before they turned on me. This is before they turned on me. That's what he always says.
Good boy.
You know what he also says all the time too? He's the bad guy. He tells you right in plain sight. He's the bad guy.
Let me
speak.
Hey, you know what he said today? Hey, you know what he said about Steve today when you were on there, Tetro? He goes,
yeah.
Steve is a gay white boy that masturbates and he likes to. He goes, beat off white. He goes, are you getting off? Have you shot your load yet, Steve? Did you catch it in your mouth? That's what he said tonight.
How filthy is this animal?
That's what he's saying with Steve Steeman. Hey, Jesse, what's up? Who says that?
Disgusting.
I never said any of that gay shit in my life. He talks more about the weirdest shit in the world than anyone combined, all I've ever known in my whole life combined.
Yeah, he's very perverted, that guy.
Hey,
very perverted.
Let me spit some more truth and reality for fucking Tony No-Nos. The fact is, he hasn't exposed anybody, for one, and two, nobody turned his back on him. He turned his back on every person that doesn't agree with him. And that's his problem. He's a piece of shit.
You know what he does, though? He goes in and meets all your friends and communities, and then he has that. And then he's done. Because he got everybody else to fuck with. Hey, what's up?
Is he still in the basement?
I don't know who it was. They showed me who it was.
If you mean by basement hell, yeah.
Who is it?
Yeah. He's down
Oh,
there.
it's Budley. All right. He gets me every
Hey,
time.
Tony.
I don't know it. Every time.
I got a
What
new
kind
name
of
for you,
fucking
Tony.
dog is that?
I got
Hey,
a new name
Spud
for you,
Lee,
Tony.
mate.
Tony, it's time to come out of the
Hang on.
closet.
Hey, I got to mute for a couple
Cheers,
minutes. You guys go ahead. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I got ya. Yeah. G'day, man. How are you?
Hey, good day, mate. How you doing?
Bloody good. Fucking hot.
Right on, man.
Oh, how's
Hey,
the
Spud,
audio?
how you
I'm
doing,
trying
brother?
out a headphone. Yeah, great, man. Love you, Pat. Happy New Year, to you, mate.
It's
Happy
good.
New Year's,
It's good
brother.
to hear from you guys
Yes,
again, man. It's
Budley.
been a while.
It's been fucking
Yeah,
ages.
Lady Love was asking about you the other day. I was wondering where you been.
Oh,
See the
Miss
difference?
Lady Love.
Hey,
Yeah.
the difference between us and Tony is we have lives of our own. Tony lives his life vicariously through YouTube, stalking other people and trying to get women online.
Somebody in the chat. Hey, somebody in the chat put a link to Tony's stream and let her go see what we're talking about. All they have to, whoever it is, you can just go watch it for a minute and see. That's all you gotta do is
Hey,
watch.
listen,
Yeah.
I know it seems like I'm on here a lot, but there's a certain sequence where I'm gone. If anybody paid attention, there's
Well, I
a
tell
certain-
people if they don't know Tony, don't worry about it. Don't just be glad you don't. Right?
Tony,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm jealous of
Don't
people
know
who don't
about
know
that,
Tony.
guys.
Whoever doesn't know Tony, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of them. You know?
I'm tired of hearing his fucking name. I don't
He
even
has
want
a
to hear the
speech. He has a
cocksucker's
speech
name.
impediment.
It's the
Hello!
true story of
Hello!
Penny Poops.
Everybody that's around me, they can hear him on my phone. They go, "Is that crazy guy?" That's what they say every time. They didn't even know who he was, and I'm like,
Spot on.
I'm serious. I'm like
time
complete
Penny-
strangers
Hey,
listening
I
to
got
him.
one for you guys. Ready? Every time Penny poops and craps her pants, Tony picks her drawers up to do her dance.
Keep on sniffing.
Tony
Yeah,
throws a
that's
fit
funny.
and acts like a bitch. He's a fascinating man who's gay and sucks dick.
Hey, what's up, Game Over too? Woo woo! Hey, well, he had my name in his mouth today a couple times,
Hey,
and
what's
I
up,
was like,
Game Over?
Hey, game
it's
over too.
no holds barred. Tonight's like free range. I don't care. Everybody getting bent. This is the venting station tonight. Just let it out. Everybody have to, you know what I mean?
Oh shit!
I don't
Oh
care.
shit!
Hey, Tony.
Oh, where do you
Remember that
start?
video a long time ago that was done by you for you having erectile dysfunction? Are you
Let's give Tony enough clips he can go for a month. A month of clips. A month of clips.
More like he's got the shits.
I know. Well, when he says clips, it's C lips. He said, "I got C lips."
That's good, huh?
I thought about getting all the videos where he was on my stream and do like he does, where he's saying, "I love you, you're great," blah, blah, all that crap he used to say.
Honestly, I feel like you can make a dictionary of bad words and just show a picture of Tony for every word.
If you Google his name, Tony, or whatever his last name is, there's like 200 videos that come up.
Wow.
Even when you put in his name, the other ones come up first, like Tony, it's time to get laid. Tony, it's
Yeah.
Like, don't you realize, like, you're the joke? You're the clown?
I know. It's bad publicity is still publicity, but not in this time and era. I mean, he gets so many views because there's people just watching him and freaking out.
Bum
You know what I mean?
fights. Enough said. Bum fights. Enough said.
If you put anyone in the real world that doesn't go on YouTube and watches TV, you let them watch him, and they'll be like, "What the fuck is he doing?" You know what I mean? They're like, they can't even believe that somebody's like that because they're not used. They're not used to drama like we are on YouTube. There's so many freaks on here, we're used to it. But people in the real world like freaked out and they think it's not real. I'm like, no, it's a real guy doing. They think it's an act. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Man, you only sub to that cunt. You don't want him on your sub list because you don't want anyone seeing it, man.
Just like
Exactly. I don't talk to many people that I know that they think he's nuts.
Mm.
Even if I didn't know that dude and I heard him talking like that in public, I'd be all over him, dude. He wouldn't be talking like that.
Oh.
to me in public.
You know,
You
if you
wouldn't
think of
last
it, he had
2
family that
seconds.
came in and see him and
You
brought him
can't.
food. He had videotape it. Hey, if you wanted to get people, you should show his mom bringing him Italian food. That gets to people's hearts. You don't even know how to fucking do it right. You know
You
what
like
I mean?
It's probably from
You
the
only know what people
grapevine
tell you on
hard
here.
anyway.
You only know what people tell you. I don't think anybody on the internet's met him. Even the people, no one I've heard met him anywhere. Have you?
I don't think anybody would. Yeah. You have to be crazy.
Hey, my
Show your face.
tablet. Hey, my tablet's down to 4%. I'd like to sing a song if you guys want to hear one. I
Oh,
got a
for
good
sure,
Bring
man.
somebody up. I don't know who it is, but here we go. Don Swan.
4%. I'd like to sing a song if you guys want to hear one.
There you go.
Yeah, mate. Let's go.
I'm doing
Who is
Ozzy Osbourne.
Here we go. Hey,
Tony. Ozzy
somebody's on
Osbourne,
there for guitar.
Road
Hey,
to Nowhere.
hey, Tetro.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Somebody's up here with a guitar. Look. Yeah. Guitar. Hey, hey, Tetro.
Somebody's echoing. Yeah, I'm doing.
Somebody's up here with a guitar. Look.
I think he's saying he's gonna play while you sing, Tetro.
Okay. There you go. Everybody mute.
Now it's down to 2%.
Houston, we have a problem. That's not good. Hey, you sound like somebody whistling. Sounds like
Sounds better than Tony.
looking back on his life and all the things he fucked up to be. He doesn't really have the answers, and he has the key up his asshole. The wreckage of his life keeps haunting him. Fuck, man, my fucking thing died. Son of a bitch. Oh well. The wreckage
That was
of
cool.
his life keeps haunting him. He just wouldn't leave it alone. And he could find it, it's a mystery. Tony's in a dream. Road to nowhere. The team. See, I can still do without the fucking music.
That was good.
Don't
Cheers.
worry, I'm gonna charge it up, man. Next time I'm on here, I'm gonna have it fully blast, brother. I'm sorry. Whoever has that guitar's badass looking, man.
Hey, that guitar right there, that's the first guitar I ever bought brand new as a kid, dude. But it had
shit.
dual humbucker on it, and it was called the Silver Bullet Band model. Yup. That was the first guitar I ever bought.
Wow.
All right, I got a song I'm gonna acoustic freestyle, and I bet you know this one. This is another one for Tony. No more tears, Tony. You ready? The
Getting
lights in the window is a crack in the sky. It's going to darkness in a blink of an eye. Tony cries so much he gets so fucking butthurt. His mindless sheep kisses ass in the dirt. His mama makes him some of those big fat meaty nasty cannolis. He lives with his mama as of now because he's just a phony. Yeah. Tony, no more tears, tears, tears. No more tears, tears, tears. Phony, no more tears, 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 drink piss in that beer. It's just the sounds of the time going forward in reverse. But Tony, it's okay to come out of the closet. Boom, boom, boom. Come out of the closet with the cone.
Get your hush puppies on.
Fuck, dude. Look at them eyes, dude. Holy shit. That's what a wake and bake does. Oh my god, look at them eyes, dude.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Cool, man.
We're living on and in this road. We
You
kick
said
ass and we
cannabis,
like
didn't you?
rock and roll. We know we are so tough, but Tony's pissed off and he thinks he had enough. All he does is run
And
his
stuff, Peanut.
fucking mouth. Talks about transgenderism and children. He's a piece of shit. Him and Duke come some big dick. But guess what? Lights their flaming fire. The gay pride parade. They like something big dick. That's okay by them because they like it too quick. They suck big dick and they make it come true because they're flamers. They get plumed and spewed.
Nice.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking A, brother.
You're so funny, man. That is
I like these
awesome.
remixes,
Yeah.
man. These remixes are awesome.
Yeah.
Beat that, Dakota and Tony, you talentless fucking faggots. Go blow some more loads in your mouths, motherfuckers. Had Dakota suck on the devil's dick some more with this Freemason ass. Pussy ass motherfucker. Bring it! Tetro's back,
And-
you fucking cult fucking Tony bitch. You ain't real
That's
men.
stronger, bigger, and better.
Real men are on the panel, motherfucker. Tony, you don't got real men on the panel. The Axley's a fucking pussy whiny bitch. DeCone's a whiny little fucking Fred Durst's female looking bitch.
It's the
Both
con.
of those are
It's
bald-headed
the con,
hillbilly
goddammit.
motherfucker.
Fucking A, it's the con.
That
DeCone.
gone. That
Yeah, you
gone.
know, when I was in the woods one day, Dacone said, "I don't buy dope, but if somebody comes over and brings it with them, I'm not going to turn it down." He said it on my stream.
Let me give you more of a reality check, Tony. You haven't exposed nobody. Nobody's in prison and jail, you dumb fucking clown. Keep smoking them, keep sniffing and snorting the fucking meth or smoking it or whatever you're doing, you fucking clown. You fucking balding piece of shit. Eventually, you're gonna look like
Here we
a
go. We got
fucking
another
Casey.
clan member up over
It
there.
does make you wonder how often does he say,
What's
"Hey,
up, Peanut?
Hey, what's up, man?
It's
How
a rant
often does
fest.
To-
Get off your chest night.
Oh yeah, it's
how,
like that.
how often does Tony say, "Let me go make coffee. Be back in 20 minutes"? Takes you 20 minutes to make coffee? What are you, like, growing it?
You know what I think he's
He's
doing?
underneath his other account.
Hey,
What has he
hey,
done?
Hey, he's like this, guys. He's like, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna drink me some semen.
It might be 5 minutes or 20.
You're
Hello!
out of it.
Hello!
Oh, he's all like,
I got one.
And
I
if
got
you
one.
can afford to pay me, it's very good. Just put some in the pay account, you know.
right.
He never knows
Oh,
what
they
he
didn't put the
semen
boots
out
on
of
my
that.
car.
Tony
He got the
drinks
boots on his car.
semen out of that condom, old Tony.
And now he drives
Think
his
about this, man.
Lamborghini.
Think about
In
this.
that
Since this
pink
guy wants
car.
to sit there, since this guy wants to sit there and say, oh, he's a 37-year-old single masturbating male that lives and watches porn. Okay, let me diagnose you, Tony. You're a 50-year-old single white fucking male that pervs on women and hits on men, lives with his mom, and fucking eats her meaty cannolis and sees her saggy tits every time in the fucking house, motherfucker. Mama's boy.
Yeah.
Dakota's a mama's boy too, because he's probably living in his fucking mother's basement, fucking snorting his fucking coke in a rave room that looks like he's early 90s fucking rave, gay rave. Fucking twerk.
Disco ball and all.
He likes Nutella. Chocolate Nutella.
You know,
I say that's spot on there, Tetro.
Tony the two
Exactly, dude. The motherfucker steals lines from fucking movies and other people. Like, put it on the table. Steve Goodservant's
Oh,
the bad guy. Fucking Al Pacino, Scarface. You're next, Goldberg. Fucking WCW.
hey, yesterday
hello?
I was watching it and he was repeating the lines when they were shooting him and stuff. You can't
Think
kill
about
Tony
this.
Montana.
Hey, hello. Is there anybody out there? No, it's hello. Is there anybody in there? Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb. You fucking retard.
Hey, we call
Quit
him
stealing
Pink
people's
Floyd.
lines.
He's Pink Floyd.
Oh man,
He's conning people. He's conning people with from money, and he's conning people with fucking his lines that ain't even his. His pickup lines. And he hits on fucking women that don't even want to give him the time of day.
Sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sweetie, I got
He's mad because real men like us, we have women in our lives,
right.
and he has no woman. He
I
has
got big clips.
And look, he's got
You know what?
nothing better to do. He's got to watch other people.
Hey, JJ, you know who Treelyn is? Treelyn T.
Yeah.
She's on there. She's a Tonier now. She was on their New Year's. They had her on there taking shots at a bar and shit. I couldn't believe it.
Taking shots at who?
And at a bar, they had her on the panel, and she was taking shots at a bar. She's drunk. Yeah, and
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know. Yeah, and I guess.
I've heard of that name.
I mean, I've talked to her. I mean, she never treated me bad. She's a weather night watcher
I don't
too.
really know that well, so it's all good.
That one's good.
Yeah, it just freaks me out when you see somebody there, you know.
Girl stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
some people are
still want to fucking Tony's lines. You ready? Tony, you motherfucker, you piece of shit. You don't know the truth. You just a piece of shit. You motherfucking cocksucking bitch. Bam, motherfucker.
God does.
The spawns of Satan.
Stevie from England, he does a good impression.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I heard him, dude.
Yeah, he's got it down. From Tony's Time to Get Laid channel, right, Jay?
Yeah, time to get laid out.
Yeah, he's cool. He's funny too.
Yeah, he's good.
You
see anyone in the store?
It's fucked up.
That's Tony.
What he doesn't understand is that he sits there and he calls everybody else shills, but that motherfucker has a PayPal account. How is that not a shill when you're asking for fucking money?
Yeah, everything comes out of his mouth is total bullshit. Like, how can
exactly?
You know, like how?
Yeah, he's a fucking e-beggar. E-beggar. He's an
Like he says, I
e-beggar.
never lie. Well, that was a lie. So you just lied.
I think you know what's wrong is he got a chip on his shoulder because he got that tiny penis syndrome.
Right.
Hey, Spud. Hey, Spud.
Yeah,
Hey, we're gonna change
Yeah,
that.
Pat.
We're gonna change that E to a D. He's a D beggar. You know, a dick beggar.
He can't even get nothing, mate. He has some
Hey,
more like a
shit
teabagger.
like that, the cunt.
Hey, Tony. You know what, dude? You need to leave people alone. Tiffany's a good person, and you know what? You must be obsessed with flashlights because you and Dacone probably share one when you do the double dildo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that cop light that was black when they used to hit you with.
Maybe that one end, the one that shines, is probably up Tony's ass because he thinks he's bright.
Tony's like
He's
spaghetti
so
marinara, you know, no meat, no balls.
He needs a flashlight because he's like looking up his ass for coins or something, right?
Dacone coins.
Oh, bring your metal detector, big boy.
Man.
Hey, I got another one for Dacone. Hey, Dacone, if you were so close to God, you fucking Freemason piece of shit, you wouldn't be so obsessed with coins or that are dead presidents because every president fucking sold their soul, you piece of shit. Woo! Bam!
Woo!
man, Ric Flair.
God, dude.
Roll, brother. Don't stop there.
We're wrecking these.
The only reason I used to get rolls of quarters and $50 when I got my check. And people say, why do you keep getting them? And I said, well, they'll melt down to bullets. Dollars won't.
Think about it, man. Fucking that picture, that display picture Dacone has, the one where he's supposedly fucking shooting a bow and arrow, shows his one eye symbolism. Fucking Penny when she fucking parts. When Penny parts her hair, when Penny puts her hair down, you can only see one of her fucking eyes. See, they're fucking signaling this shit.
Oh no,
They're
shit.
the one eye symbolism fucking people, dude.
That
It shows.
But let's be kind to his Asian girlfriend though, because she's just. He's
so horny, we love you long time.
Oh, you're not
Well,
cool,
guess
big.
what? guess what, Nicole? If she's so horny, she leaves you long time ago, motherfucker.
Talking about 15 seconds of fame, right?
She just wanted to smoke some bud for a change.
That's a good one to watch every now and then.
He's got like a mannequin. This is my new girl.
Hey, if you watch that video and just watch it a few times, then you know when he's lying because he shows it in that. So when he uses the same mannerism, he's lying.
Oh,
See, Tony and Decone are so fucking pathetic, dude. They go to a fucking brothel and the fucking whores would pay them to leave. They wouldn't want to fuck with them motherfuckers. No, we're gonna pay you. Get the fuck out of our brothel, motherfuckers.
They couldn't get a fuck with a fistful of 50s.
Damn yeah, that's right, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that because I seen some.
I don't think he could didgeridoo, right?
Hey. As Steve would say, as Steve Goodservant would say, because this is his fucking line, put it on the table. Oh! That's for you, Steve, brother.
These disgusting pigs. He said, these disgusting pigs.
I'll tell you one thing, man. If Tony needs a pig, all he has to do is look at fucking Penny and Decone because they look like fucking short pigs.
Yeah, man.
I mean, is Tony that?
You got a pretty mouth.
Is Tony and Jackson that upset because Tiffany rejected them both?
Probably.
What are you guys out on urban suburban? What's your call on him? I'm curious.
Oh, I fucking hate.
I don't have a problem. I really don't have a problem with Urban.
I don't like him.
I don't.
I don't like him. I'm sorry, but I mean nothing against him, but I just don't like his attitude and his holier than thou.
I don't have.
I think him and Tony work together. I think they're friends. And it's Cassius Clay and Joe Frazier all over.
Urban's a fucking fake gangster wannabe. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
He's a private school, probably. You know, I mean, he just seems like
he went to private school. Fucking probably failed. He hates life. He's a loser. So basically, all he does is come on YouTube to talk shit about other people because he gets off on it. He hates people. He hates his own life.
Well, the thing is, I don't have a problem with him, so I don't know the guy, so I
don't have a problem with him. I just don't. I don't go there. I don't watch him or anything
anymore. I don't have a problem with him yet. That's the key word in that sense.
Yeah, but you know what? He's going to travel over 5 miles to do anything. No one's got
I just have problems with motherfuckers like Tony that think they know every fucking thing, and he wants to sit there and fucking bash everybody and fucking
like he's
be
Mr.
the
Perfect.
fucking rat stink looking motherfucker.
They're always thousands of miles away. You ever notice that? Or in a different continent, even a different continent, maybe.
I mean, hey, think about this. If you really look at Tony very fucking closely, the way he looks, the way he puts his stuff on camera, he looks like a fucking rat and a snake mixed, a hybrid of a rat and a fucking snake. He really does.
I've heard other people make
he's
that
evil, dude.
Comment too. Like a lot of people think he looks like kind of rat-like or something.
Well, even when they put horns on his head, man, that seems very fitting.
Oh yeah. He's I think he's Lucifer. He's a minion.
If I ever see Tony or Decone or any of them motherfuckers in real life, they're not gonna like me, dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you see me, run.
Like a firecracker.
See me run.
No, listen, dude. I'd barely tap Tony inside his fucking head and put his ass in a coma because that's how strong I am. I'll fuck his world up and Decone's. I'll fight them both and whoop their fucking asses.
Hey, I got years of build up of some really big. I'm gonna release the Kraken when I do it. I'm serious.
Yeah, I mean, you don't talk that much shit and not expect something to come out.
No one's ever gonna call me a pedophile and get away with it. I don't care if this life, next life, or whatever. He's lucky that the way the world is right now. I already drove up there and shot him right in the eyeball from a tower. And that's a promise, Tony. That's not a threat, you greasy biscotti with no meatballs, motherfucker.
Oh, by the way, I know some shit that I haven't even talked about with fucking Urban.
On PDF yesterday.
Lying about people and shit. Piece of shit. Motherfucker.
He's really the only person in the whole world that I'd have you feeling for like that. Only one.
Man. Like,
I don't feel that way about anybody my whole life before. But he's just evil, and I've seen him hurt so many people that I don't think God would care.
I think they're both pieces of shit, to be honest with you. I think the only difference in my mind is that at least with Tony, you know where he's coming from. Like I watched when Urban went, because I get their MO down. I watched when Urban went on Tony's channel, and Tony had everything set up like, hey, this is my buddy, this is my friend. They had previously talked off camera. It was totally obvious. And then when Urban came on there, he totally stabbed him in the back. Well, not that I care, because fuck them both. But my point is, that's part of his MO. He way stabs people back. I know someone on the big channel, and they sent me info about Urban. So that motherfucker ever fucks with me and fucks with this person, then it's going to come out. Fuck that piece of shit. You know?
Isn't that girl Natalie the one that give you all the hell? Is that the girl that hangs out with him now?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, that's a whole other story in itself right there.
Well, I remember that night I went on your stream. She said I said something about her. Remember, and I left. I didn't even know her.
Oh man, she said all kinds of shit about me. Like she makes shit about me. I'm sure there's probably people listening to this or watching this right now who she. I don't even. I don't want to bash Natalie. It's not. That's not what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Well, you can only go by what you know and you've seen, and what I've seen is not, you know.
I mean, her only problem is her drinking, man. That's her only problem.
Well, I don't know anything about her. I just know that she talks bad to people on streams. That's all. That's all I've seen.
Natalie's got a good side, believe it or not.
Like,
I'm sure she does.
Okay. With me, I'll straight up listen. I'll straight up admit the only ones I have problems with are fucking Tony, a guy named Philemon, a guy named Mike True 2020. Philemon and Mike True 2020, they make a bunch of fucking sock accounts and fuck with people, and they stir a lot of shit up and lie, just like Tony does. And Tony's working with them motherfuckers. I know he is.
Well, man,
because they come in with them accounts making fun of Steve's nose, making fun of Tiffany's chin. It's fucking Tony and that fucking crew and his fucking minions.
What's wrong with Tiffany?
They're making fun of Cindy Krista. Tells you how low they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Cindy Krista. She's awesome.
I do too. She's great.
Really yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, really.
I have different opinions of Cindy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just gonna leave it to myself.
Guys, you need to work it out because you're both good people.
Yeah, I like one of the things I like about Cindy is she just tells it like it is. She just very
Hey, me and her had a couple of minutes in Tony's stream. There were, I know she didn't like me or something.
Yeah,
she
but to answer your guys' question like earlier, like I do not have a problem with Urban. I know you guys have a problem with Urban Disciples. I don't.
I don't have a problem with him.
He's never bothered me. He's never bothered me. I never bothered him.
Have you watched any of Urban's shows, Tetra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know it's a pattern where he goes around attacking people?
He does.
I mean, I see that he does things, what he sees at his own perception, but I'm not going to sit there and kind of.
But he's just like a lighter side of Tony.
Right, exactly. So if you follow the pattern, that's what he does. He comes on and starts to look for people or to sucker them into things. I've seen him just straight up lie to my face. That motherfucker, he thinks he's like smart or something, but he's not. So what he does is
as long as you don't do anything he don't like, you're okay. I mean, people don't do it unless you rub them raw. People like,
that is not
really.
I know somebody who is down for like at least on good terms with him that he's known for motherfucking years, and this motherfucker goes on fucking talking all kinds of shit that's not true, saying he's got this, that, and the other thing. It was just totally tacky. I mean, the way you just like handle yourself just speaks volumes about you. It's kind of like if you're on a date with somebody, like how they treat the waiter, then that's a good indication of how they're eventually going to treat you. And I just see him as a fucking vile piece of shit.
Well, I mean, I understand some of you guys don't like him, but I don't have a problem with the guy.
That's the fourth time you said that. If you just don't want him mad at you, I don't think he's going to be. It's okay.
No. Hey, Sass, that's not it, man. I've never had a problem with the guy. The guy's never had a problem with me. That's the way it is.
Yeah, I respect most people here are smart enough to understand that the first time, though. Your rhetoric, I'm just saying, we get the point. You don't have to tell us anymore.
I stay out of a lot of shit. The only things I don't stay out of is people like Tony. Other than that, I stay out of other people's problems. I'm not involved.
I got something to say. If you're going to come across as a fake gangster thug, just playing a role like a little fucking pussy, go out to fucking Oakland. Do it for real. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you pick up your Glock and stop your fucking talk, bitch?
Talk is just that. Talk is all it is.
Right.
People like that, they're going to run if they see danger or call the police.
My God, I mean, coming on here fooling a bunch of dumb white people.
Or
on YouTube.
take him out.
Fucking A, man.
They'll call the cops. Those kind of people will call the cops instantly. And then you can't do nothing. You know what I mean? That's what they do.
Yeah,
Texting bandits and shit. I mean, I'm just serious.
He fucking sucks, man. And the way that channel is just set up just to attack other people. See, sometimes you can bring other people up, and some people are more interested in bringing people down. I'm sorry, I don't respect that.
Exactly. I know it. Hey, just go to a chat and write, just pick out one person and write down everything they say, and then read it afterwards. You know what I mean? If all they say is negative shit, they're probably a negative person. You know what I mean?
I never trust that piece of puke right from the beginning. But for people who have, and he turns his back on them, that's fucking fucked up shit. Fuck you, fucking vile piece of shit, fucking fake ass fucking gangster piece of fucking manure.
Get it out.
Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just words anyway. Words. People, words is all it is. You know, people get triggered. It don't matter.
Fucking A, man. Go to Compton, you fucking piece of shit, fucking fraud. Fucking A. Don't come on YouTube try to fool a bunch of dumb white people. Fucking hate Urban, man.
Hey, we're trying to get him a month's worth of videos tonight. You know what I mean? We'll give him enough footage they can go for half the year.
Yeah, he's got nothing better to do, right?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's like they're watching TV, except it's of our lives that are boring.
I know,
You know what I mean?
right?
We're none of us are. I mean, really? There's a lot of people worse off in this world. They could go try to do something that really are bad people. You know what I mean? But they don't do that, do they? Because they're scared to do that. They only pick on good people because good people won't do nothing.
He goes after YouTubers.
It's just
You know
like
what I'm saying?
Perfect for his YouTube videos.
Water now, aren't you?
Huh? She's playing a game.
They're getting out holy water in the chat now. We in trouble.
Yeah, she's playing a game.
Who's that?
We were playing.
I'll have a look.
Oh, I fucking don't like Urban for nothing.
Take care, Tetro.
Oh, if he was.
Squirt. That's what we're doing tonight. It's called venting. Everybody can get it off their chest. You'll feel better in the morning for saying it. You know, you get all that tension out there. You know how people that are Tourette's are like, shit, this up, you know, they just rattle off a bunch of cuss words.
And like the way he hangs out with Tony too. Fuck, I saw the way he treated Tony too, and I'm no believe me. But Tony, this one thing I agree with him. He was like, "What the fuck do you come on here for?" I mean, he was like, "Why are you stabbing me in the back?" Basically, in his own limited vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? But on that point, he was right. Urban fucking stabbed him in the back, and it's the only reason I'm bringing it up is because that is par for the course. I've seen him do it with other people before, so. Live and learn, man. The word to the wise.
What you sow, you shall reap.
Yep, exactly. Fucking A, man.
You will be judged as you have judged others. Think how bad he's got it. You're going to be judged as you've judged others. They're going to stick a pine up there his ass every night at midnight.
Everything I'm saying is the truth, and it's just going to come out in a matter of time. You can only lie to people so many fucking times before it comes out.
Wally, where's the beef? No, what's his name? What was Beaver's dad's name? Was it? No, Wally was his brother. Somebody in the chat named Beef, B-E-A-V-E.
Anyway, fuck Tony.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck that cunt. He's a dog cunt.
Camel Tony.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
I'm fucking lit, dude.
Yeah, it was a nice rep. I seen that.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Had someone.
Man, we got
I hope we got plenty of footage.
Smoke party here. Someone turn on the fog machine?
Where are you missing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Michigan.
Yeah.
I got to take these fucking headphones off.
Good day, Abs 0303. What's up? Right? You going to come up here? Too many people?
Come brighten our day.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 25 degrees for the high tomorrow. Fuck that. Tetro? Are you
Actually,
still here?
what I'm curious about is like, what the hell watches Tony show? I mean, like, I get people watching for the
Entertainment value.
Drama.
you know, but like people are actually
But
like,
when he goes to the other chats and stuff, I don't see any of them following him around there. I don't see DeCone anywhere with him either.
Right.
yeah, I wonder what if he's like. He's probably like hiding out or something.
Him and DeCone are fighting over Penny.
What? Why?
They both like Penny. They both love her, and I mean, go in her pants.
They both like a married woman, huh? They're fighting over a married woman.
Yeah, they do. And you should hear how she talks now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I like, sometimes I can go by there out of the blue, and within 5 minutes he says my fucking name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't ever go there anymore.
I hadn't went there for like a long time, and then Crafty kept saying shit and funny. You know, she went there, and I can't. If she goes, I'm just done, because why would you go back up on this panel and sit there and be nice to him and say, "Give me your number, I'll give you this information and stuff." I watched it all. That just ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't see it because I really don't care to listen
Well,
to
I'm
him.
just telling you, she stayed on there forever and told him, you know, and said like she was his friend. Like, you wouldn't believe it, dude. I had the clips, but I erased them because I don't give a shit anymore. Anybody goes hangs out with him.
What was she trying to say? She was going to give him.
Tonight, Tony said that Crafty gave him all 7 accounts of Kemo Leanna Rhodes' accounts. She gave him all the names of them.
When was this? Sam?
Right before she died. And then she was on there just the other night when we were streaming the other night. She was on Tony's stream, and she sat there and talked to him forever and let him call her name. And she said, "I help you. You just need to listen to it. It's still up."
This morning, I blatantly heard her making threats to him this morning.
Dude. To Tony?
No, I think she just was trying to,
That's an act. They just do that. That's an act, dude. I'm telling you.
No, I haven't heard it or seen it, but my understanding is she's just trying to make some peace because she's tired of him talking about her daughter and that kind of stuff.
I've been around a while. I've been there. And just something's wrong.
Like nothing he says can ever bother me, but when I hear other people get bothered, especially women, that's what I started getting bothered.
Especially when you say shit about Cindy Crystal, it makes me want to pop his head.
Exactly, a 73-year-old woman. What kind of man are you? You're not a man.
He's not.
Look at you going after women.
He's juvenile in his brain. He thinks like a junior high kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. How they laugh like, "Oh, I seen a titty," like that. He's that kind of.
It makes me wonder. He must have done horrible things his whole life because he knows he's going to hell, so he's not stopping now.
Hey, Lucas.
Tony or Tacone?
You know what I mean?
Which one, Jay? Which one are you talking about?
Tony.
It makes me think he's just doing all these horrible things because he's done it his whole life. He's like, well
look at he's just simple-minded, and people started giving him money, so now he's really going at it to get more money. That's what he thinks in his mind. You know what I mean? Well, now he thinks, "Oh, I'll really get money if I act a bigger dick."
Yeah, that's interesting what you're saying. I'm always curious about what other people's perspectives are on that whole thing. It's so weird. I almost thought
it can't be everybody wrong and him right, because everyone I've showed him to think he's crazy.
I found out about Tony from Brian Stavely from Dose of Reality, the guy who does a lot of the Mandela stuff, flat earth stuff, talks about massive corruption. Okay, so but he would call into his show. This was like over a year ago. He would call in and tell him to fuck off, say he's gay and all these things. I didn't even know who he was. I just like, oh, there's that prank caller Tony again. That's how I found out about him. He literally would, like, when they'd open the lines, he'd be the first one to get on the phone. I'm like, that's how I found out about him. And like, I didn't even know who he was. Then I'm like, I had to investigate and
hey, I found him on his first channel, and I was on there for a while with friends with him, and then he started all that bad shit, and then I left. And then one time I went on there, and he was just ripping somebody's ass, and he didn't look at his chat at all. Then, so everything he said, I said about him, and it was like 45 minutes worth of just. And then he goes, "Well, I'm leaving," and all of a sudden he goes, "You're next to me," because he read it all.
He says it like it's going to intimidate somebody. Like, really? I mean, dude.
I'm so scared.
Oh, your clips. I'm scared that 50 people are going to see some clips.
Chomo. He's a fucking chomo.
He's a character.
Yeah,
It'd be like
whatever,
Big
you know.
Bird trying to beat you up or something. You'd think it'd be like.
Yeah,
And I don't even like, I don't even like talking about him right now. I don't even like doing it. But I mean, even though I know he deserves it because he did it to everybody, I still feel bad when I'm sitting there saying shit like that. You know what I mean? That's just what hurts me. That's weird because there's something about him that I liked, or I would have never went there. And that part's still there. The bad outweighs the good, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just slap tired of hearing the cocksucker's name. I've been fighting and struggling.
No,
with
I
him.
don't want to talk about him or.
Yeah,
but I
that's-
don't.
I know. I just
I-
figure everybody could get it off their
but-
chest tonight and then go on from there. You know?
I don't mind bashing him because he makes it so easy.
Yeah.
We're
maybe
laughing
because-
when we do it. He's really hurting people. You know, they're crying.
Well,
We're laughing. Big
yeah,
difference.
we're laughing about
I
it.
get
That's
it.
for sure. But
I've cracked off when he's fucked with Steve, so I only got so much room to
but
say.
you know
something.
what? Honestly,
Oh,
guys,
Michigander, you and you'd go, if you hear all the shit he said about you in the last.
honestly,
I don't give a fuck. He don't
I know
honestly,
you know. That's why I've never said that. But I know you don't care.
I do
Honestly-
not care because anything he says is fucking retarded, dude.
I know.
don't care.
Hey,
but honestly, out of all the people I've met in my life, the horrible people, the people I've gotten into fights with, and this and that, he is still the most disgusting person of them all
I know.
I've ever met. I'm not even kidding you. This guy, this demon from Montreal named Tony, is the most disgusting person I've ever met in my life.
me too.
He is so
Me too.
vile
Hey.
and
Yeah.
I feared that motion because I've never met anyone half that much. That
Oh,
crazy.
I know, right? So bizarre. Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, I wonder if Tony can tell everybody how much Awake paid him. Like how many?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how much he got paid off for that. And
Hey, but she never liked me, and I never liked her. She kicked me out of her streams for putting FTP in for that. But the first time someone said something about me, she goes, "Is that the guy who goes out and films in the dark?" And you can only make one first impression. You know what I mean? And that's I never liked her since the day one. And she was like, she's the one I was talking about. I would be in her chats. I wrote down everything she said, and the only thing she said was negative, nothing good, not one time. That's when I got done with her. You know, because some
Agreed,
people are fear mongers, go in and they make people feel bad, and they want them to feel like they can help them, so they'll stay there. You know what I mean? It's like if you make people feel bad and you have the answer, they're going to give you attention. That's the way I look at it. Because all he talked about was bad shit. And guess what? None of it even happened now. All the shit they were saying back when that shit started, now none of it happened. You know what I mean? They were just panicking over the corona bad, at first.
Uh-huh.
And I never fell for that shit myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't hear it right from the beginning. And I was like, whatever.
But it does hurt. I don't understand it because I've known people that's died from it, and my own family's got it. And I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole thing's weird.
I don't know.
But they live in right outside of Kansas City, and they work at a Hyundai dealership, brand new, and so they're around a lot of people. So yeah, you know what I mean. They got a better chance, I guess, of getting it.
Whenever I go into public, I gotta struggle for like 2 to 3 days to shake that shit out of my sinuses, man.
Oh damn.
Dude, anytime, immediately. As soon as I go into town to do anything, or I'm around a whole bunch of other people, dude, I come home and immediately start pounding and take care of it.
Hey, the first time I went in the big city, I took a bus to maps where you first steps of going in the military. And we got to the bus station, we got off, and I saw two guys hissing. Threw up. I'm serious. That was the first time I've seen it in my life was in Kansas City at a bus station. I was like, it caught my eye. I was like, what the, you know what I mean? Because back then, it wasn't like now. You know what I mean?
Well, one more thing I want to say real quick is like with Tony is like he says shit like as if he's authoritative on something, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like for example, at first he thought like Natalie was my girlfriend or something, and that was definitely the case.
No,
you know what I mean? Then he'll just just blurt shit out or curse someone out before he has details. And he tries to act like he claims like he's some extra wise person who sees everybody's shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, Kenneth, why don't you can you play your guitar?
Yeah, I play guitar.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Okay, cool.
Right on.
Yeah,
I'll mute.
sounds good. I like to hear that too.
Everybody mute, and it'll make him sound good. Coming to you live, Peanut.
All right. Oh,
Right on.
got
Hey,
my-
Jesse. Right on. Go for it. Jam away.
That's it. Sorry.
That was sounding really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
dude. You can play more. Somebody else is doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right on.
Play some more.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
I almost clapped too early there.
Oh, let's play. Let's play some slide or something in a minute.
Yeah, play like your
yeah,
beach
so-
music.
Hold on a second. Give me a second here. I'll
Yeah,
play it. Tune it.
all we have is time.
That's even a real thing, right?
Oh, darling, darling, darling.
Anyway,
That was good, man.
Pretty kick-ass, dude.
Good job, Peanut.
Don't you have some original songs you've done lately? Hey, Frack, good to see you.
yeah, the original one. You want to hear original surf song?
Yeah, those are some nice rhythms you had going there, man.
He's got some
And,
good music.
What is that? Is that an acoustic or
Oh, that's acoustic. Yeah.
it's just like amplified or what? Or
I got an amplifier and stuff. I got tons of them actually, but it's taken me a long time to drag everything out though.
Yeah, it sounds good like that with the microphone on the whatever you're using.
yeah, it sounds really good. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, dude.
She came from planet Claire.
Yeah, it sounds so awesome, man.
Hey, Peanut.
Hey,
Right on. What kind of guitar do you have?
That was crazy. You're on fire, dude.
How old are you? How old are you, Peanut? If you don't mind me asking.
I just one of the things I just like keep parts of me private.
Yeah. You
Oh,
kind of
gotcha.
you kind of guess just
Well,
by
well, listen. The only reason I ask is because you're playing techniques that are kind of lost. Not a lot of people even know, or, or remember them.
Yeah, I actually like my musical interests are kind of eclectic. So like, I like things that people don't do because then it's like more like unique or something. So
exactly. That's good though.
yeah, so I
Yeah,
try to like.
That's the only reason I asked the age, because believe it or not, a lot of that stuff you're doing is the stuff that I was started on. I forgot 90%. Dude, man, I probably forgot more than what a lot of people know.
Right. Oh yeah. I believe
even
you.
what I heard, I wanted to try to do something on my acoustic after hearing that. It sounded so cool.
See, it's inspiring. It's called inspirational.
For probably 2 decades, no matter whether it cut into my sleep time or not, I practiced for 2 hours every night, and I studied everything. I mean, all kinds of
believe
shit.
you.
If something keeps your attention more than a minute, you know it's good. I mean, because you ever start watching something and you just start noticing you're not even watching it anymore. You know what I mean?
That technique you were using in that song right there, the biggest part of it, it reminded me a lot of House of the Rising Sun, the chord progression.
Oh yeah, it's from the same time period. Yeah,
heard that.
That's the first song I learned as a kid.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call it
7 years old when I learned that, sitting on a fucking porch in the hood playing it.
Oh man, I could tear that shit apart. That'd be like just a totally soulful song right there. Like
Hey, Road Rip it. Do it. Keep playing, man. As long as you want it.
I don't really have it down. I'd like want to study. I could play like. I don't know, where's it?
Where's Tetro?
I'm gonna try a different tuning. I think. Let's try something else. Yeah, you've been playing for a long time, Michigander. I can tell. Man, it went quiet all of a sudden.
Hey, E.F. Hutton.
Right.
This is a savage face.
Oh yeah, Michigander's from Michigan.
I know.
Right.
They know how to party.
Robin says that's the
All
place.
in the name.
Oh yeah, that's where the best bands are.
Well, that's where that's what that's where Nugent's from, Detroit.
Yep.
Kiss and, I think or Kiss New York. I don't remember now.
Yes, just saying Detroit Rock City. Yeah.
Detroit Rock City. Yeah, that's what makes me think
It's
of.
on the,
So I keep saying you grew up in the wrong place.
the record of the Edmonds fit. Yeah, woo.
Oh, I don't want to do it. Never mind. I'll try something different first. I got an idea. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna do a different tone. Oh, I'll do this first. Okay, this is gonna go down one. This is one I was thinking about recording this pretty soon here. Let's have fun with it. Yeah, that's close enough, I guess. Thank you. What's that?
That's pretty good, dude. That's a pretty good one.
Tongue
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come
That's it. I forget how they do it. Forget how that. Are you guys getting bored of that?
That's good shit.
Ah, thanks. I'm gonna record that. Go back and learn all the
Yeah, I'm
interesting
pretty
notes.
impressed.
Huh?
I said I'm pretty impressed.
Oh, thanks, Michigander. Appreciate
It's
it.
on the top of your head, just like that.
Yeah, I don't remember how it played. You know, you forget stuff after a while. So I think
You know, you're just such an evil person, that sauce.
Hey, this is how long
That is
ago
so
I quit.
stupid. You know what I mean? I could see if he was calling out somebody that was actually evil. But it's so funny that everyone he picks on is people that are the opposite. It's so weird. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, no doubt, Sasquatch. I completely agree.
Hey, Peanut, this is how long ago I quit playing covers of anybody else's stuff or learning it. Was when Limp Trizkit came out with "I Did It All for the Nookie." Whatever year that was when I quit doing anybody's covers. I quit learning anything from Slayer, Pantera. I actually don't even know a whole song by my idols, dude.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about. That's better though. I mean, I wish I could do that. I like kind of playing other people's music, but I like both actually, like writing or playing my own or whatever. It's all good. But I get your point.
I tell you what, a book that'll open you up to some really wicked dimensions, especially if you put it with a techniques book, is the Guitar Grimoires. If you study that Guitar Grimoires, once you understand what they're showing you, you can walk up to any fucking instrument, man. I mean, there's only 12 building blocks to music. That's it. And it starts over again and over again and over again.
12, imagine that.
I swear to God, there's only 12. There's 7 of major importance, but there's only 12 building blocks to music, and it starts all over again.
Yeah, you're right.
What did that say? The trick is to memorize the sharps and flats in between.
Well, we know it's flats. You hit your urgent flat.
Yeah, man. 428.
You're right, though. If I hear you, Michigander, you're right. It's you can apply it to anything. That's what I do. So I actually do that. Like I'll play piano or something. Just apply to what knowledge you have. It's the same thing.
That Guitar Grimoires book, right at
Yeah.
the beginning of each, like say you're learning pentatonic or major or whatever, at the beginning of each of those sections, it shows you the piano breakdown to the left. It gives you what
That's cool.
they call it a quick mode generating chart. And you could take the scale you're playing on, the lead, and you can go down this chart. Yeah, and it'll tell you what key to play as a chord for like 4-bar progression with it.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, yeah, if I showed you how it works, once you understand how it works and I showed you, the sad thing is, dude, I've sat down and worked with people, and come up with some amazing things, but either drugs, alcohol, or pussy always get in the fucking way. Always.
I might put music. I might
Not
put
necessarily in that order.
Yeah. Not, you could have one guy that's got an issue with a woman. His old lady will see that he's got too much going on with the band, and she don't want to see that. So then she takes pecker. Then you got another dude over drooling in the corner because he can't.
You don't go, oh no.
I'm just saying, it's not always that bad, but it affects everything.
Oh yeah.
You're right. I agree. Fucking A. Yeah, that sounds like a really good book, actually. If it compares both those things, it must open up like your people's minds to everything that way. However you get there,
it gives you every single possible scale breakdown. It gives you fucking chord progressions. There's multiple ones too. The one that I'm trying to find, and I cannot, called cyclical scales. It's called a cyclical scale to where, and the thing is, that's an old technique, and when you get that down, it'll hypnotize you. If somebody's watching your fingers going, it'll hypnotize you. They'll be like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, "What?" I mean, when I sit and veg out, a lot of people don't get to see the good stuff because I use programs off from this YouTube, and I just save these drum tracks and stuff. Well, I can Bluetooth to my PA speaker and then play YouTube through my PA speaker and then play on my Eddie Van Halen. It sounds wicked. Yeah, it sounds wicked out cold, and I come up with some crazy stuff. But the thing is, when I'm live with you guys, I can't play YouTube at the same time as I'm in the channel. So it's like, fuck. Well, my computer just took a shit. I recorded a bunch of them to my computer, and then I went to get it out one day.
That stinks.
Yeah, but dude, I've been using this thing since like 2001, dude.
It's an anti-Q.
It was old then. It's a ThinkPad, an IBM ThinkPad or some shit.
There you go.
Huh. Tricky, Michigander.
I'm trying
to update.
I'm trying to step it up and get some new gear so I could do some fucking. Well, I like that snap pop stuff. I don't know why, but like I don't know. You'll see, man. I got a couple songs that are pretty wild, but I can't do them without this drummer dude because of the way he did the drums. And I've tried doing it with other people, and it just don't happen.
There you go, Nez. Anybody else wants to come up?
Like use a drum machine or something.
Well, that's what he was using. He was using one of them Boss drum machines, but the thing is, he played it. It had like thousands of buttons on it. And you know how you got your left drum kick, your kick drum with your foot, and then your right? Well, he could use 6 appendages as kickers. So yeah, the drum beat that he could hit with the foot drum, the kick drum, it sounded like a fucking crazy machine, and you couldn't do it, with just your feet as a regular human, even with triggers. And dude, we were doing. When people would walk away and they'd see me at a party store or something, they'd be like, "Hey man, that's the guy that did that fucking with the radio." And as I'm getting my stuff, you hear this guy going through the store singing your song, going, "What's on the radio?" Blah, and it's like a blues metal. And I got a lot of different techniques, but really a lot of the stuff you guys hear me do is just exercises. It's just to keep my fingers fluent.
Oh, that's cool. Good practice and stuff.
You have to hustle to stay in shape.
Right.
I wound myself. I wound myself all the time, and it slows me down a lot. Like right now, my second finger, I got a gash right at the top knuckle, and I can't even bend the finger right now.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, I feel great, and I don't hurt anywhere.
I can't
Ouch.
even hardly,
So I
I
put that
can't
out
even
there.
hardly bend that finger, dude.
Yeah, it looks brutal.
I
Hey,
feel
Shaq.
good all
Yeah.
Yes, look
It's
at that
pretty deep.
cut now.
Damn.
I'm Teflon, nothing sticks.
Nothing
I
hurts
was
me but
sharp-
pain.
I was sharpening my chainsaw, and it rolled on the stand, and it caught my finger.
Here's
I
your
didn't let
sign.
it
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're lucky you didn't lose it.
yeah.
Oh, dude, man, here, check this out. I've actually had them two fingers sewed back on, right straight across right there. I cut both fingertips off and had them
Oh,
sewed
man.
back on as a kid. Yeah,
Wow. They still work?
yeah, they were fine.
Oh, right on.
I almost severed this whole hand, my pick hand. I almost severed the whole hand off as I was like 15. I had to have that worked on a whole bunch.
Like wood shop or something?
Nah, I fell over on a bicycle. I was a little kid, and that Golden Axe video game had come out, and I was
Yeah.
taking empties back to the store, and I went around the back of my dad's car, and my handlebars twisted, and I went down to the ground, and my arm.
Pop bottles, is that what you're saying? Pop bottles?
Yeah, I fell right through.
They don't know what that
bag
is.
full
You
of-
better explain it.
Yeah, I fell right through. My hand fell right through a bag full of 40-ounce beer bottles, and it
Oh.
fucking mangled me up.
Yeah.
The only time I ever seen my dad scared, I come in the house, it's like, Dad, and I pulled my hand away and started spraying blood on him, and he's like, oh, he about fucking shit himself.
Yeah, it's understandable though. I mean, like,
Oh.
if you're in that much pain. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, women get new blood every month. You know, that's why they live like that.
It made me feel high. I like my heart rate went up kind of, but then it was just like I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't spook too well, dude. It's pretty hard to spook me, dude.
I scare people.
You're just saying the opposite of everything. See, that's
No, but I used to always hide, and when people, you know, make them shit jump, and they'd jump through. You know, I like doing that. Or driving down the road when people are walking beside the road, you're going slow, and somebody just scream, and they, you know, shock factor. We used to do that, you know, for fun.
Yeah, I don't spook easy.
45 years ago.
I could be crashed out sleeping in a lawn chair, and you can fucking come up right next to my head and crack off a 12 gauge, and all I do is look up, make sure it ain't pointed at me, and go back to fucking sleep.
I'm not the opposite. I just always sit with my back against the wall. I've always been that way.
Yeah, I had a buddy. I passed out about 5 years ago at a buddy's cookout because I was tired. I just fell asleep. That motherfucker went and got a 12 gauge, cracked it off right next to my head. I just looked up, looked at him, made sure it wasn't pointing at me, and went right back to sleep. And all I could hear was everybody go, "Did that motherfucker just go right back to sleep?" And they're like, "Dude, that's crazy."
If you were like, my son was kind of slept like that, and he'd go a couple times. I had to go get him because he fell asleep first, and they sharpied his whole face. He was pissed. I prefer that kick somebody's ass if they colored my whole face black with a Sharpie, you know it? Play, go.
Hey,
Probably
is
guys
that a
around
slide
back.
guitar?
Well,
Is that
yeah,
a
slide, yeah.
guitar?
Yeah, slide guitar.
I got a 1942 or 43 Oahu right behind me.
Oh, right, huh?
I got it from my grandpa like 20 years ago, and it's been under my dad's bed for like 16 years. Well, they just moved, and I took it back.
Well, it's like a Hawaiian
I
guitar or
was playing
something?
it the other day. Yeah, it's
That's
a Oahu steel guitar.
Oh, fuck, that's hella badass.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Hey, I love the sound of steel guitar. Remember,
Yeah, that sounds
Scruggs?
cool.
What was it? Something Flats and Scruggs that played Beverly Hillbillies, you know, that shit. Y'all come back down here, take your shoes off, you know.
The Beverly Hillbillies theme is pretty cool.
Flats and Scruggs, yeah, I like that. Take
It's
your
Earl
shoes off.
Scruggs. It's definitely Earl Scruggs.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah. Good old shit like, we thought you were a toad. I am a man of conscience. I will
That's hella badass.
be trouble on my way.
Play it. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Oh, I ain't
I
playing
can't play
right now.
that.
My hand's
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's gay. Come on out.
Pina, do you have any of your music on your channel?
Yeah, actually. Oh, you want me here?
Like,
Yeah.
do you have a playlist?
No,
No, just
yeah,
want to be like a playlist or something I can check out later.
We can just hear it right now. Hey,
Sure.
if I can
Right.
attach, I got a file. I'm gonna play it, Seth. Okay, which one? Something.
Whatever you prefer, unless you want to play live or whatever.
Nah, it's actually better here that like with all the recorded stuff on it. Oh, here it goes. All right, so let me see if I can share a video file, and then what is this? What's that for? Desktop. Bang. Oh, here you go. Okay, it's gonna be oh, this is a song I wrote. Bam. If you could add to the screen if you want, Sasquatch, that'd be cool.
Hang on. How's that?
Okay, will it play now? I gotta play that thing in it. See if it'll work. You add this thing.
You have another. I don't know how to do that shit.
Just add it like it's a person. The thing down there.
You have to put it in the back though, don't you?
I don't know.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I got it. I didn't see it for a minute. Could be. There you go. Boom.
Whatever may happen from here in what you do, I just wanted to let you know that my heart is ever true. So wherever you may roam on the path where we must part, I'll always stand by you in the fire within my heart. In my heart you'll stay forever and a day. So wherever you go, you'll never be alone. 'Cause I'll always be with you in all memories that we've known. No matter how far away, you'll always be in my prayers. I just want you to be happy and for you to know that I care. In my heart you'll stay forever and a day. I'm sorry I hurt you. I can feel the rain pouring down, but it won't wash away the pain that I feel when you're not around. So I'd climb the highest mountain and swim the largest sea. I would cross the deepest valley if you ever need me, honey, yeah. So please remember when things go wrong, yeah. I'll always be with you, baby, whenever you hear this song. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whatever may happen from here and what you do, baby, just wanted to let you know that my heart is ever true. Oh, oh. So wherever you may roam on the path where we must part, I'll always stand by you in the fire within my heart forever and a day.
Woo! That's
Very
badass.
nice.
That was killer, man. Golly.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Seth. Appreciate it. That's really
That was
cool.
killer, man. That sounds like shit. Better than shit I hear on the radio. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, really.
None of that mumbo jumbo tattoo on my face shit. I think mumbly rap's the worst thing since fucking disco.
Hey, is it just me or is one of them rat fuckers got an ice cream fucking cone tattooed on his face?
I can't.
Probably.
They just look like one big patch of cartoon work. I don't know. It's weird to me.
Huh.
It just freaks me out. I mean, all over your face is what I'm saying. I mean, that's just who does that? You know, I mean, everybody, I guess.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I got one. I got one that I want on my face, but the thing is, I don't get to pick it. I don't get to fucking nothing. It's already picked by my date of birth, the month, and all that shit, and it's a heritage tattoo.
On your face?
Yeah, it's called a Klansman tat.
Oh yeah, that's real. Yeah, I'm sure. Not me.
Yeah, but that's just it. I don't get to pick it.
Why?
You have,
They do it.
you have to earn it because it's a heritage. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
stars and shit and all that shit chooses it for you. You don't get to choose it. It's already picked for you from birth.
Yeah, not me.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there. When I
I
don't
know
have to
what-
worry about income or something like that, then maybe. But
You're such a thug.
what?
I said you're such a thug.
Hold on a second.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Put me up there for a second. Hey, I only got 2 tattoos.
Okay, yeah, I guess you can fix the fact. Nobody was looking.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna split though.
Hey.
Sasquatch.
I
Thanks for
only
having me
got
on.
2 tattoos. I got one across my knuckles, and then I got them at my wrists. The barbed wire at my wrist.
Later, JJ.
Take
You
care.
gotta go?
Tina. Have a
I
good
don't
one.
have to-
Thanks, man. Anytime. Appreciate it, dude.
Enjoyed your music, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
it's great.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Appreciate it.
All right, later, Sasquatch. Later, Michigander. Hey,
Yeah.
happy New Year. Woohoo!
Don't let your meatloaf.
All right. Bye, guys.
Right on.
Oh,
Man,
I was just
that
gonna
sounds so
ask you
good
too.
for just having an acoustic guitar. You know what? He just had it. I mean, it's resonated
does.
good.
But he studies different stuff to where the people just walked out on the beaches and shit like that and played. You know,
He plays that
mean,
beach
a lot
music
of-
killer like Jen and Dean and shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
well, that's
badass.
just it. You end up with the best stuff. Another thing too is when you build something off a foundation, like if you were to take that guitar grimoires and memorize a formula, if you're always building off that formula, it's going to sound strong because it has a strong foundation. If you just make something up out of the blue, you might get lucky. But the thing is, if you don't have a strong, if it's not built off a strong foundation, it could collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think that, God always talks about a firm foundation. Why would he put us on a spinning ball 1,000 miles an hour if we're supposed to, you know what I
I
mean?
don't know
The
about
four,
none of
corners,
that
the
shit,
four
dude.
corners of the ball.
Yeah. The pillars of eternity.
The earth is his footstool. I never seen
Yeah.
that many round stools. I mean, I have, but
All I know is too many people. All I know is too many people lie. So until I see certain things to know for sure, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't
no,
gonna
I
do that.
know. I don't waste that much time on it anymore.
I will say one thing though. I watched a dad and son do an experiment, and they launched 2 GoPros. One pointed one way and one pointed the other way. And what I seen, it looked to me like the moon and the sun was local, spinning around a dish. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, you can see the sun's local. I mean, I call it.
Yeah,
It's
also
the face. It's the
for
face of
sure.
a clock. It's a
Here's
clock,
the thing is, though, the thing
and the
is,
hands are
over
the sun and the moon. That's
over the years, though, that same video has been censored. It's been chopped up and censored.
Oh yeah. They only push what they, create. Push what they create. If it's out there, they want it out there. You know what I mean? Or it wouldn't be there.
If you want to know a little bit of what's probably going to go on when they kick 5G on, go watch that movie.
Go tell him. Zombie stomp.
Go watch
It's
what?
gonna-
What'd you say?
It's going to be that movie Gamer. It's got that actor in it from the TV show called Dexter.
That weirdo.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got to wait till the fucking end when the 2 dudes are together in this like fucking gymnasium or some shit, and Dexter's the like evil fucking head dude, and he's got
Getting spanned. I don't watch stuff like that.
Yeah, the dude goes to kill fucking Dexter, and Dexter pushes a button and freezes him right in the air because he's got a neural link hooked right to the computer, just like Elon Musk. Who the fuck? This is how
He's
insane
got
shit is. Listen, you got Elon Musk talking about fucking brain implants and how they
Mars
do
and shit.
Yeah,
No, what they
what
do,
the fuck
they
is wrong
cut
with
they
people?
cut a square out of the back of your skull, put a circuit board in there with a USB port out the back of your head. You can download languages, anything you want, right to your head. I've been studying,
It's
dude,
fucking
researching
crazy,
it,
dude.
and it's that easy because that's all you have to do is
It's
plug
fucking
in and download into your head. Isn't that crazy?
yeah, but you don't even need the USB port anymore. You don't need the USB
No,
port no more because I do
it's
it with
part. It's going
Bluetooth.
to be in the back of your head. I've already looked at how they do it and everything. It's not. I mean, they got it down pat.
You know
But
what though? I never thought about the human clay thing as they were making appendages for people's arms and shit like that, you know, and making, you know, in surgically implemented ear, you know, hearing aids, shit like that. I never thought about the mixing man machine with that.
well, it's the days of knowing that they're taking DNA from a human and putting it into pigs, where a pig will like grow a human kidney or something inside it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now they got 3D printers that are printing that. So I'm not too worried about that shit. Why would they waste time doing all that, you know, mess when they can just fucking push a button and have a 3D printer print it out?
The
I mean,
body
they're
part,
growing
I'm
them
talking
on
about.
fucking, well, they're growing
The one
hearts and
thing I
everything
saw was
else on fucking pieces.
they were growing steaks on a petri dish for a restaurant. They grew them from DNA. The steak. They
Yes,
just
sir.
grew a steak. Fuck, that's just.
I've also watched them grow. I've watched them grow and make a heartbeat beat before.
Well, some countries sell
Like,
human meat in the store. Did you know that? Some countries sell human meat in the store.
yes, you're probably going to
That's
see it
sick.
here.
Think
If
so,
they keep
right?
fucking around with I caught a headline that one highway that got hit with that storm real bad. The truckers are all pissed off. I guess they're having a hard time getting fuel, food, and water.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I noticed an
We get
uptick
to see
on.
it all on the front row, though. Woo-hoo!
I was just gonna say I noticed an uptick on gang violence shooting. I'm talking like groups of 6 and 7 and 8 guys jumping out of vans and shit, tagging down right down the street, just fucking, you know. And
I
that's
need
going
a shirt. I'm a shirt made that says all I need is a reason.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know what's insane? Your government signs a fucking an agreement with you, and I just watched the sheriff of L.A. get on TV. Do not come here to L.A. We cannot protect you. It's like the movie Purge, dude. What the
What?
fuck is going on? Yeah, it was on national news.
Hey,
The
you know
L.A.
what they
fucking
did?
county sheriff.
They made it. Hey, they changed the felony there till $1,500, so you can commit any crime under $1,500 is not a felony. And people are they're going in and robbing stores and even if they get arrested, they let them go without any bail and don't do nothing. Don't file charges. So the cops, even when they pick people up, they're letting them go. So they're just stop arresting people because it doesn't matter. I
That's
read about
fucking
it.
retarded. What the fuck, dude?
Haven't you
They
seen
were
those
talking
stores
about.
where like 100 people are going in and taking everything and leaving?
Hold on, just the last 2 years, there's been multiple bills signed and billions of dollars sent out for the homeless and shit. I got buddies that are driving around doing live feeds and shit. There's fucking people just fucked up, half fucking naked, walking around, shitting in the streets. I mean, it looks like some shit out of the fucking movies, dude.
Oh, I
I was
saw
like,
it when
what
they were
the
on tents
fuck?
like down this highway. All the people lost their houses. There's like hundreds of them right on the side of the road with tents.
It's fucking crazy, man. I was like, what the fuck
They
is
don't show
this
you that
shit?
on the news, though. They don't show that on the news. You have to see that shit on YouTube or some other platform because they won't show it on TV. They don't want people to know that. You know what I mean? They don't want people to see it.
Dude, the head honchos from fucking CNN have all been fucking arrested for pedophilia and shit and rape of minors. It's on the fucking news right now.
Well, they only hire people like them. So think about it. They're not even going to hire people unless they're that way. If they're all that way, you know?
Dude, they're fucking giving immunity to these fuckers and shit. It's like, wait a minute, no, what the fuck is wrong with you people? No, I don't know, man.
I think somebody in Australia that there's like a whole bunch. They have a list of in their parliament or something. They're that way, but they hide it there in Canada. They hide that stuff. You know what I mean? They don't make it public.
Yeah, they
Well,
call them cunts party.
Yeah.
hey, you know what?
There
Yeah, let's ask Spud.
you
What
go.
do you say?
You're on your Spud. You just tell him.
Spud's in Australia, correct?
Yeah, he knows about it. I'm sure.
In
Yeah, but
northeast.
Are your people still standing up? Because I hear your people are standing up hardcore and they're just not talking about it.
I've heard that they were letting. Go ahead.
I'm a pure blood, mate. I'll never take it. And now a tennis player, that Djokovic, has got an exemption. So he set a precedent. I'm going to get a fucking exemption too. Fuck the Pope.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I heard you guys got high-end football players over there that are just dropping dead mid-stride.
Oh, I heard that in Europe. I heard that in the Europe League. I don't follow the Australian news. I got out of news this year. I don't give a shit. I just
Me
want to
too.
chill.
I heard the
Yeah,
numbers
same
up
here,
over
dude.
300. I heard the numbers up
Same
over
way.
300 and the players are getting scared.
I see people on YouTube.
You're right, mate. Fucking, they're letting nurses come back to work and close contact people who are asymptomatic to go back to work because everything's shutting down, the shelves are bare. And if you come into close contact using that QR code bullshit, you'll get fucking thrown in a camp if you're a close contact.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, see,
Like
that's
euphemic. But
fucking
these are
insane,
supposed
dude. These people have lost their fucking shit. These people have lost their shit. We need to arrest these fuckers. What the fuck, dude?
You know, all the people that were essential workers, that hospitals, nurses, all that. Now, if they don't take the jab, they're getting fired.
Well, they're
Yeah,
calling
look
them
up.
back. After they fired them, they're calling them back. I
I
just
believe
read
it.
a fucking big long
Good.
thing. Yeah, they're calling them back, and the people are going back. It's like, man, fuck no. They just insulted the shit out of you. Let them figure it the fuck out.
Fuck
In every state, seems like it just different states are all doing different shit, and you hear about different shit every day. Each one doing stupid shit.
Hey, I see the biggest thing I see with it is divide and conquer. I learned I don't even speak about it to my family. I just considered it, be ready for the call any fucking day.
Well, they already got people, people in that mentality are already like, they'll fight somebody after a football game and kill people over a fucking football game. What's that tell you? Retarded.
Yup. But that's just it. That it's all brainwashing. Gangster.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking
Exactly.
TV on.
Worshiping idols, worshiping people that get paid millions of dollars to be an asshole.
Yeah, well, look, it's just like all this shit going on in Chicago, man. They're talking about all these record deaths. It's like, well, fucking look at what you're acting like. Where are your rich people at? Where's all your idols that came from that area? What
They
the
leave.
fuck? Yeah,
they're
it's like fucking. It's just like
Maryland.
California. As I was saying with California, they're having this huge homeless issue, and it's disgusting. And the thing is, they got billions of dollars for it. Where'd that fucking money go?
That's the land of fruits and nuts.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck are you? What the fuck, dude? That's criminal. That's criminal. There's no other way to explain it. You're not gonna fucking change my mind.
When I was California, so far ahead of when I was young in Missouri, it'd take like like years before the style would get that far. You know what I mean? It traveled slow back then, like California style, like beach wear and all that. Then it's like it went across this west to east back then in the 80s. The style is weird.
I don't know, man. I can't see it going too much further. I don't know. I think we just need to fucking arrest them. We like they're saying, we don't need guns to arrest these motherfuckers. We walk up, fucking arrest them. Tell your sheriff, fucking arrest him. If the sheriff don't arrest him, he's done. Put him out. Make sure he's under investigation. Because
You gotta forget though, there's only like one people out of 20 million, 20,000 that think like that.
Well,
They pussified. But they pussified a lot of the population. They have.
I think our judicial system and our officers and stuff are already in a bunch of trouble, and they know it because when they get showed the crimes that they've already committed, they've already put their signature to it. They can't take it back. You know what I mean?
But it's just like you said, they're getting someone to ever get it in there is be hard.
But that's just it. What if somebody's behind the scene right now taking care of that shit? Because I heard some stuff, and it's been kind of weird up here with our system.
I hope it's true.
I'm kind of wondering.
I hope they do whatever they do.
I don't know, man. I'm just watching. I can't only say what I'm studying on and what I'm seeing in my community. I know nobody's putting a mask on. I don't see anybody up here with a fucking mask on except for a couple of the really, really retarded brainwashed.
Well, I see why we kiss China's ass now, because they're 44% Chinese in Canada, and I'm sure they have a military base there. So they got shit right there. They could wipe us out. You know what I mean? They could bomb us with people and kill us. You know what I mean? They're the military's Mongo. You know what I mean? And they got technology just like we do now. And now they're right next door in Canada. Half of Canada is Chinese. You know what I
I
mean?
know they're pulling some shit with our food supplies and stuff right now. They're exporting so much of our fucking food and shit right now. It's crazy, dude. And we're gonna have
So,
issues.
right, they want to take over the power of the world like we are. And that's their plan. They're just doing it slowly.
I ain't too worried about it. I can walk off.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but it just seems like it's if you studied all that shit, like you said, they buying up the land, the water. The Queen of England owns some big part of the water here, and we sold a bunch to China, and they go through the Great Lakes and suck water out of the big tanks and leave, take it back there. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
That's in some states you can't even have a pond or catch water from your gutters. It's against the law.
So
That's
ridiculous.
retarded. That's fucking retarded. Why
No,
are
there's
the
places
people
that they own the water and the air and everything there.
It's fucking,
Yeah,
they
if
don't
you,
own
you
shit.
can go to jail,
They don't own
they
shit.
drain ponds.
Just because they
Isn't that
say
crazy?
they don't mean shit. Unless you're
But
brainwashed.
no, they've
I'm
done it to
just
people.
saying, dude, just because they say so don't mean shit.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, people just do what they're told. Most people you do. Like if I go to get something to eat and they give me the wrong food, do you think I'd take it home and eat it? No, I don't. Some people just take it home and eat it because they don't want any confrontation. You know what I mean? That's all. I mean, I used to be that way. I know, but I ain't no more. You got to stand up for your rights, or you lose them.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, I
And
hear
if
you,
you go,
Joe.
that's
I know.
I've always been a nonconformist, but I've been smart enough to stay out of jail because I was the oldest, and I've been a leader, not a follower. People say, "Let's go do this, do that." I'm like, I'm going home. Goodbye. Yeah, it's just easier to go home than to get in trouble.
I
You know?
ain't really been in too much trouble with the law except for
Yeah, but
marijuana.
I never drink in high school or nothing. So alcohol, most of my friends that got any trouble doing anything is because they were drinking or something.
No, I
Because
had
you're in your right mind. Most people don't get in trouble. It's just
at
either
a
they're
young
fucked up on
age, at
something.
a younger age, I had 2 misdemeanor possession of marijuana charges, and throughout like 2 decades, I got 2 misdemeanor DUIs, something like that. And that's it.
But
But I've got a
one bad
lot.
decision though can change your whole life. You got a
Yeah, but
50-50 shot at every one of them.
I've got a stack of tickets for like fucking speeding, no seatbelt, no insurance, shit
Didn't
like.
paying all that money inspire you to quit doing it though?
Yeah, I keep everything straight now.
Well, I mean, after a while, you're like, fuck it, I ain't paying this money out no more, right?
Oh yeah, I went years without licenses and
But if,
stuff.
if you didn't have to pay money and they just slap you on the wrist, would you have quit?
Yeah. Oh no, I still drive hot dog. I do it on my own property now.
Well, when you're
That's
older,
one.
you do it more wisely.
Yeah, well, that's one cool thing too about living up here is the speed limit is 55 unless otherwise marked up here. So I could pull out and rock and roll with the shift kit and have my fun up to 50. Kick it into overdrive and rock on at
Hey,
60
what's
miles an
up?
hour.
Assalamu
Nobody's
alaikum.
batting an eye.
Man,
Hey, but
I
when you remember that movie with Clint Eastwood, The Mule or whatever? When you
Right,
get old, they don't look at you as much.
Yeah.
no,
And another thing too, up here, dude, I did a lot of work on Main Street, and it's a one-light town, so I know all the cops, I know all the fucking people. You know what I mean? And they know I don't, fuck around. All I do is smoke weed, play guitar. I walked around here for decades, playing guitar and shit. So
Hey, I grew up like that. Everybody in town knows everybody, and no one comes to me in the
yeah.
town.
So they don't fuck with me, dude. Unless you're doing something fucking stupid, you don't really get fucked
Well,
with up here.
hey, when you get pulled over at 2 or 3 in the morning, here the cops tell you this. They go, "There's only 2 kinds of people out this time of night: my kind and your kind."
Yeah, I ignore
Wow.
that kind of shit. I just do
I mean,
whatever, dude.
well, you shouldn't be out at 3 in the morning if you're, for no reason. That's the way they look at it. Period. They think you're up to
It's not.
something nefarious, which most of the time people are. So,
Well, usually if I'm out at 3 in the fucking morning, I'll have a boat in the back of the truck or hooked to the back of the
going
truck, and
fishing.
I'm going to a boat launch. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Sure the fuck
So
ain't riding around with smoking weed in any car.
yeah, well, I don't know about that because I like to take the
I
back
always
road.
wait till I got home. I never did smoke much in the car. I just didn't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, usually you take one with you. You smoke one, then you leave. You go for your cruise. Smoke one when you get there.
Oh yeah, it all depends on how old I was at the time. You know, there's a certain age you don't care. You'll just do anything because you don't give a shit.
I was gonna say again, it goes back to that fictitious shit. Just because somebody says they have authority to, over
Oh, I know.
something, it's all in your fucking head.
And you know, because they have those signs in stores that say we're not responsible for any accidents. That's just a sign because they are. That don't mean shit.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, but if you study the fucking law, you have to leave a victim for it to be a crime.
And like if someone has beware of dog, you're already admitting guilt that your dog bites. So if if it bites somebody, you're guilty because you said beware of dog. You knew it was mean. You already knew. You know what I mean?
That's just it. All
You
these
never want
laws.
to put that on your fence because that's admitting guilt instantly.
Yeah, but that's just it. All these laws are fictitious. It's bullshit to fuck us in the ass. So if we don't stand for it, if we tell ourselves in the mind, no, fuck their laws, dude. They're making fictitious. They don't have the right. They don't have the right to do what they're doing.
And people just gotten used to it over the years. You don't know, and people do what they're
You
told.
want to know the sad part of the brainwashing? They're leaving victims. As they fuck us in the ass, they're the ones leaving victims, which means they're the ones leaving the crime. I'm serious. I can show you with my case right now, dude.
Oh, boy.
Better alive.
That's all I do is doodle while we're doing this.
Yeah.
And smoke weed.
Hell yeah.
People coming to me trying to tell me how to live. Dun, 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 dun. But I don't
My
listen to
mama
them
talking
because
to me, tell me how to live.
Dump me in the bathroom with a pair of pantyhose. Yeah. And then they had the guy off Police Academy on there with a bat. Excuse me, may I kiss this fly? You know that dude?
Yes. That's just it.
I saw that at the drive-in, and it was the first time I ever drank beer. And that was a crazy movie. He smoked that real roach and coughed and then lit it again. Remember that? Up in smoke?
Yeah.
The Corsican brothers, this hairpiece. They called their hairpiece herpes.
Hairy Palms.
What?
Yeah. I like that guy that comes around now. His name's Harry Nuts and all our stuff. Or Harry Balls. That's one or the other. I've seen both. The best one I've seen yet still to date is Wilma Dick Fit. It just cracks me up every time I hear it. That was the name somebody had. Wilma Dick Fit. That was her name.
Best one I seen was Big Bird on crack.
Well, I don't know. It was pretty good when Charles Barkley beat up Barney on Saturday Night Live. Playing one-on-one.
I wouldn't watch
the one where Peyton Manning played touch football with all these little kids and was tackling them and knocking them over and shit. Did you see that one? That was hilarious.
Sounds like it.
Saturday Night Live aren't funny.
Oh my. Is Dave there?
Dave's not here, man.
He goes, where's your license? He goes, it's on the back of the car, ain't it? Because I'm a super freak. I'm super freaky. I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm high as, giraffe pussy.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah. Take this jaw, man. Shove it. One time I got a job delivering bottled water, and anyway, I'm not going to go into it. The guy was a dickhead. And he was from a, and one time he said, "Are you going to work with me?" And I said, "Well, I like you. I'll work for you." And so one day I said, he goes, "What's up?" And I said, "Remember when I told you I liked you? I'd work for you? Well, I don't like you no more." And I laughed. He was like, "Okay." He was just an asshole. He was an alcoholic, bad.
You can take his job and shove it. Hey,
I've had like 40-some jobs because I never took abuse. Somebody starts giving me shit, I'm like, fuck you. I usually left a black mark in the parking lot on the way out. You know what I mean? Because I've always worked hard. And people that are good people aren't appreciated nowadays. They're just used. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so many
So
people will
good.
take abuse because they don't want to lose their job or they don't want to lose this or that. You should never lower your standards for anything. You know what I mean? You should never belittle yourself. You know, people always say, I know I'm a piece of shit. Well, the warrior inside of you takes that shit literal. It doesn't, it runs on emotions, not intellect. So you got to be careful. People don't realize how much damage you can do to yourself. You know what I mean?
Boy, storm's rolling in, boy.
Is it cold?
No, actually, it's warming up. I just stepped out and took a leak and popped a whole bunch of wood with no coat on.
And then?
Then I went back out and got the saw. I had to put the saw up before it snowed.
You must remove this chain in the next 3 minutes or you're going to lose your legs. Saw, that's what I think of when you say that. It's a stupid movie.
Yeah.
Bloodiest, dumbest movie ever.
That's my lifeline, believe it or not. That chainsaw is my baby.
No, I'm talking about that movie Saw. You know how stupid it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, watching that shit, I'm like, people are like, I won't be able to sleep. I'm like, yeah, why the fuck would you watch it? You know what I mean? It's like the people torture them. I never like. I tried to watch a Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street one day. I'm like, what is this corny ass shit now? I couldn't even watch it at all. So stupid. You know what I mean? It's not scary.
Yeah, it's more funny.
Of course, I had the whole box set of it. You know, it's prime time, bitch.
Well, it's like that Sons of Anarchy. I didn't like that shit at first, but then I watched it, and it's fucking.
Oh yeah, like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I like the comedy parts, but the rest of it is just fucking. It's brainwashing fucking trash. One of my favorite parts.
There's people that don't know though. It's good that you know that it's shit because some people don't know it's shit and they just sit there and absorb it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my favorite, one of my favorite ones is when Juice fucked up and took some pills, and he ran in to get the ammo, and he fucking fell out and passed out. So the guys get to the job and they got no ammo, and they get back and he's all fucked up, passed out on the floor. So they strip him butt naked, put him in a fucking diaper, staple a sign to his chest and says "Feed me," and they dump him in front of the cops. So the cops kick him. Yeah, the cops kick him and wake him up. Say, hey, you must have really pissed your buddies off. And he stands up and he reads the sign on his chest and it says, "Feed me, please." And he rips it off his chest, hands it to the cop. He says, "I think I'm late for my feeding." And he fucking waddles off. I was like, what the fuck? That's funny shit, dude.
Yeah.
They're on Breaking Bad when right at the very beginning, these two guys, anyway, he killed this guy that he had in the basement. And he got this guy to help him, his student, and he said, "Go get these supplies," and it was acid. And he told him what to do, and well, he thought, "I'm gonna save the money and not buy this non-acidic tub or whatever, corrosive." So he did it in the bathtub in the top floor of the house, and it burned all the way to the basement. The acid, you know what I mean? Because he told him to get this kind of container that would keep the acid in it. There was a burnt body in the bottom deck. You know, I was like, "What?" That was a crazy movie.
That was kind of
like
a show, but the fuck
Sopranos is I used to watch a lot too.
Yeah, it was a great show, Breaking Bad.
That Breaking Bad.
I like it when that dude got out of jail and he went and yanked those tree trimmers out of that tree and curb checked him and shit. That old man. That was crazy.
What's fucked up is that Breaking Bad was based off real shit.
Oh, I'm sure. They're the same. Most all of them are in Goodfellas. The same people. You know, because Tony's psychiatrist was, Ray Liotta's wife in that movie, you know. Karen, I needed that. They wouldn't have found it. Think about where's the cocaine at? You flushed it. He's like, Karen. That was a crazy movie, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Goodfellas.
Seen it so many times. Joe Pesci. Motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. It's a good classic.
It is. It's just like a, gangster mess. But I watched The Sopranos. Godfather when that shit came out. You know, that was pretty. It's nothing now, but when that horse head was in the bed, it was gory back then. You know, Starsky and Hutch was the what do you call it? Worst rated show for violence on TV. Now watch it. It's like Sesame Street. You know what I mean?
What about The Exorcist?
Oh, I saw that at the midnight movie, and we got there late, and I had to sit on the front row. Man, you're talking about that was, man. Your mother sucks cocks in hell. You know what I mean? That's what she said. Linda Blair spinning her head around. That shit's freaky. Then they came out with the Damien Omen and all that shit.
Oh yeah, that was the weird little cunt, wasn't he? That little prick.
And the first time they showed a Rottweiler was in that movie, remember? And they just bred him, for like that.
Hey man,
and then a Sybil, and what was that one? Something's baby. I mean, there was a lot of Satan shit. Yeah, that was all satanic shit, Carrie. Look at all that nasty shit.
Yeah.
It was all blood and guts, And then I spit on your grave.
That was a disturbing movie. Disturbing.
Yeah, and
too many disturbing, man.
Well, see, nowadays parents don't
remake them too.
Most parents don't care about their kids. They care about what they're doing. They just let their kids do whatever. They don't pay attention to them. They're watching gore and porn. They don't even know. You know what I mean?
Hey, check this shit out, dude. I've been charging my phone since the beginning of coming on, and fucking it's only at 10%. It will not let my phone charge.
Turn your brightness.
Mine was at 94 and it's at 32.
Clean your phone logs.
I got it plugged in, Sass.
Yeah, but how old is your phone?
I just got it about 6 months, 7 months ago, something like that. Maybe a year.
If you touch it, Cujo, yeah, I do, Jim. If you touch it and it's hot, it fucks the battery up. The hotter it gets, it ruins the life of the battery. The heat does.
No.
If it gets hot, I mean, it'll be hot. Sometimes it'll burn you, and it gets so hot if you got the charger plugged in while you're like online. This here sucks it down quicker than anything. StreamYards and shit. I mean, I can go out in the woods for hours and my battery don't run down like it does on this shit with people up here. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I got a brand new phone. I got it for Christmas. I got mine for Christmas. Mine's only a month old. My phone, and it's got 128 gigabytes internal hard drive. I mean, internal memory. Because the memory cards don't do shit for just apps and shit. If you don't get a phone with more than, most people get 8 or 16 gigabytes, your phone don't work that good because it don't have much memory.
Yeah, this is good.
You get one that's 64 or 128. I mean, you pay for the difference. It's worth it. A lot less headaches. You know what I mean? I think that buffering makes people mad more than anything in the world. Probably when they got that thing on there going in circles.
Yeah, I'm starting to find that the limbs that are dead on a living tree, but they're seasoned and the skin has fallen off.
I see it everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's just it. I'm walking up and I'm nipping these off the trees with just
and what else too? All this stuff, all these chemtrails. They're like putting fucking cedar shavings off a Christmas tree or what do you call it? Sawdust in a big fire. Because whenever they have a fire, that's why it burns like that. Because it's got all that stuff on there ready to go. You know what I mean? It's real flammable. Yeah. And all this trees is killed. It's got dry wood. If it caught fire where I walked this summer, it would have burned forever. It's dry shit. You know what I mean?
Yup.
I mean, and plus we used to get a lot of snow here. Now we don't. So the leaves sometimes are 2 or 3 years thick. They don't biodegrade because the snow don't break them down anymore. So they just sit there. You know what I mean? I notice all that shit, especially plants that come and go and when they bloom and the turtles come out of the ground, everything. The turtles this year that hibernate came out of the ground almost 2 months early. And the fruit, like blackberries, all of them were off. Gooseberries, they were already done like 2 months before they were supposed to. Weird.
Yeah, what's funny? It feels like we're turning subtropical. Here.
Well, it just seems like time's going by quicker now. Like something's up, like it just time's flying.
Yep.
This year went by faster than any year or last year, or whatever. I'm glad too. That motherfucker's over. I'm not even gonna look back on that year ever. I'm done with that year.
I'm gonna be 45 fucking years old, dude, in like a week. Fuck, man. It seems like just yesterday I turned 24.
Yeah, I heard you.
Fuck.
24. I had 3 kids.
Oh, already?
Man.
And I was raising my. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything because I know who. Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I want kids now during time of possible war. That's fucking crazy. That's almost biblical shit.
I work with some people from Romania, and I asked them what they all had like 8 or 10, 12 kids, and they said, "Well, when I get old, at least one of them might take care of me." That's what he
Yep.
said.
It's sad but true, right?
Isn't it?
And that's what we're
We
supposed to do.
we throw away
We're
our old
supposed to-
people.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah, go to the retirement
yeah, the
home or
one
whatever.
generation's
Yep.
supposed to spit out as many kids as they can. And then as that generation goes older to expire, the next generation is supposed to take care of them.
I told my kids if I ever started wearing polyester pants to shoot me.
I know a couple dudes that would only wear polyester pants and shit.
Oh, I had an uncle that wore those jumpsuits, had zippers and like lime green and shit. What the fuck? Fucking
Wow.
Yorkville. But they make, and one of them worked at Keebler, and he lived in Texas, but we always got crackers and cookies from him, because he wasn't paying for them, I'm sure.
Both my uncles somehow fucking managed to be high up over there at that General Mills in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't.
Those things stink like motherfucker. Ugh.
Do they? I had never been in one.
We used to have a bunch of feed places here that made feed for cattle and man, it just stinks like silage almost. You ever had silage that went bad in a silo?
No, not really. I've seen it.
It smells so bad. It's the worst thing in the world. I used to have to go in there and replace the chains on those elevators and get, and that should be in there for like sometimes. Oh, you'd almost throw up if you breathed it at all.
The General Mills down in Grand Rapids area, they make cereal for kids.
It's that way in Florida between Pensacola and Panama City. In between the sand there's all white, but they have a wood factory or something there in between when you're driving between them, you get this nasty smell like it's horrid. I mean, it just whatever they're making. My pawn shop was across the street from a vinegar plant. Every day you'd smell that vinegar for like the first 20 minutes, and then it'd go away. Because your nose got used to it, I guess.
Oh, that's funny. It went up one since I said something. It finally moved one.
Maybe you should rub it harder. But I'm pumped.
It's mine. I'll tug on it as fast as I want.
Hello.
Oh God.
It's I like the yellow pudding.
God, dude.
2.0 and no what?
Know what?
No, I was reading the chat.
I know.
2.0 know what?
I know nothing. I know nothing. You want to go to the Siberian front, right? Shoot!
Nuremberg. Boy, no.
All I did was watch TV growing up. But I watched a lot of game shows. That's why, you know what I mean?
I used to like A-Team as a kid. MacGyver.
I like Jeopardy. I like watching Jeopardy. I mean, I don't know more since Alex died. It's not the same as kind of like Ashton Kutcher taking Charlie Sheen's places, it's just not the same. I used to watch that shit too.
That flopped fast, didn't it? Didn't that show flop?
Oh yeah, it's gone. Yeah, man. It was just so sexually oriented. All that shit is. You see a commercial with some chick with big tits, and it's about buying a car or soap or some shit. It ain't. You know what I mean? You never know what it's going to be until it shows what the commercial's about. It just starts out with, "Look at my tits." You know what I mean?
One out of every 2.5 men has AIDS.
Charlie he's the kind that can give it without dying. He made women sign an agreement before he had sex with them. So he said though one time I saw where he said his dad took him when he was like 13 and got him a hooker or something. So, I mean, it's kind of young to be starting out, like that.
Yeah, 13. That's crazy young.
My ex-father-in-law, it's a lot different, I guess, back in the day, there was a lot of babysitting going on by the women babysitters, from what I've heard from older guys. So it works both, you know what I mean? You can't rape the willing. That's the difference, I mean, the only time a guy's been raped in history is because they're a minor. And then when they usually get of 18, they marry the person that raped them, you know what I mean? And you've seen it on TV all the time. So it wasn't rape, you know what I mean? You don't get out of jail and marry somebody that raped you. that shows you it's bullshit. I mean,
Oh yeah, Charlie Chaplin and fucking who's that rock and roll singer? Or,
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, Jerry Lee. Who else, Sassy?
Jerry Lee, though, at least he never had kids, you know.
Fucking
He married. I think it was his cousin too. He married.
Roman Polanski, the shitbag cunt.
Oh yeah, he left the country because he was a piece of shit.
Fucking Elvis, man. Fuck.
It's great. You know, if you watch Shirley Temple movies, it's just like that's crazy to watch now because you know she's a little girl, a grown man, and she's dressed like a woman, singing woman shit. It's like what? No one even noticed that shit.
Did you know she used to wear false teeth over her teeth to make her look like she had women's teeth?
I believe it. She got the fuck out of the country. She grew up. She said, "I'm getting the fuck out of here." She went to some other country and became the prime minister or some shit.
Oh, while we're on that fucking topic, Drew Barrymore nightclubbing at 12. What the fuck?
Oh, I know. Look at her now. She's bisexual.
She's a horrible thing. And that Molly Cyrus, what an
no. What's that one? Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster did that movie, something Room, Panic Room. Remember that? Well, that girl she did that Panic Room with was a girl off Twilight. That girl actress is the richest woman for a while in Twilight. Well, they're both lesbians. And she spent like 2 years with her, you know, and she wasn't a lesbian until she did that movie. You know what I mean? That weird?
I reckon she's a predator, mate.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, everyone in Hollywood, pretty much, I think. I mean, that seems to be required for them idiots.
How deep do you want to get? You want to hear about fucking that kind of got thrown off the bridge on the highway? I won't say his name, but I'll say Tom Hanks did it or arranged.
The man
Tom
with
Hanks?
one
Or
I think he moved to Greece or something.
the man with one red shoe.
Plus, look at his first show he did, Bosom Buddies. He had to dress like a woman. They'd always make every man dress like a woman. Patrick Swayze, you name it. Wesley Snipes, look at them all. Dave Chappelle wouldn't do it. I don't think John Wayne ever dressed like a woman. But other than that, every man is dressed like a woman on TV. That's an actor.
Mrs. Doubtfire's John Wayne.
I mean, Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, John Leguizamo, Eddie Murphy. I mean, if you look at it, at one time or another, even The Rock. I've seen The Rock in a movie. What was it called? A surfing movie. Huh?
Robin Williams, Sheila, Mrs. Doubtfire.
It was a run by fruiting.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder.
Yeah. That's right. We bad. He's talking about Richard Pryor, his comedy. He's talking about Jim Brown, the football player, would come over and help him because he said Richard would have a crack pipe in his pocket. He'd go, "Richard, I'm down here. Get me out. I'll make you feel better." That's funny shit. He goes, "I seen you motherfuckers making fun of me. Look at that Richard Pryor running down the road with a lighter, you know." And I saw a thing where he didn't do that. You know, when that Vietnamese monk or whatever burnt himself during Vietnam, set himself on fire. You know, that famous one.
Yeah,
well, he saw that. And it wasn't working crack, and pretty much he poured gas on himself and tried to do that, and they blamed it on crack. You know what I mean? That's pretty much, I saw a biography. That's what they were talking about. He was trying to kill himself then because he was really depressed and shit. He's a funny son of a bitch.
We will go free.
That time on Saturday Night Live when Dan Aykroyd was asking him, "What do you say when you hear this word?" And he's like, "Cracker," and he's like, "Honky." And he said the N word, and he goes, "Dead honky." It was like breaking ground on, it was like the first time I think that was ever done, on TV.
Crazy times, man.
It is.
Yeah, George Carlin. Remember his famous saying? You'd know it, Sassy.
George Carlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a club and we're not in it?
50% of the people, is stupid, and the other 50% are even, after that, 50% are even stupider or something.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
He was funny. He was putting the truth out there too. Cat Williams is funny, but he's just so vulgar. You know what I mean? It don't bother me. But, yeah. You sound like Jack Kennedy.
No, fucking what's his name?
Chocolate
Oh, we
stuff.
have to beer.
George
Who,
Carlin.
what?
Yeah, George Carlin, when he gave that one of his last skits that he did, talking about, you don't have a right to, or your voting is an illusion that you have.
Yeah, it is. Red pill, blue pill, both illusion of choice.
He said the Senate, the Congress, all of them have already been bought and paid for. The judges are all in the fucking the CEO's back pockets, fucking this and that and the other thing.
Well, Jesse Ventura is the one that, he said it's just like wrestling. When they shut the camera off, they're all friends. They're on the same team.
Yep.
It's just, Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali rode to the fight together. You know what I mean?
No shit.
Yeah, they're friends. They both getting paid millions of dollars. They didn't give a shit.
Fuck, they would have been partying.
Yeah, exactly. They're like getting one over on the white man.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. See who wins.
That's right.
I believe it. The
only thing is, I take the rock because I can throw it a long ways. I have to be close to you to hit you with it.
Both their fists would have felt like rocks.
Yeah, but in the old days, you could actually get in a fight with somebody and slug it out and not hug each other like they do in wrestling, looking like fucking fags, and get away and walk off with your arm on each other because you respected somebody tougher than you or something. But it ain't like that anymore.
I just watched a fight with Muhammad Ali, and he kept telling the dude's corner and the referee, "Look, you gonna stop this?" And he just making mincemeat of this dude.
Oh yeah.
Finally they stopped the bout.
Remember Charles
Look
Bronson?
like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right? Who?
Charles Bronson, the Street Fighter movie where he had a roll of dimes in his fist and smashed his cup.
Yeah, Death Wish. Remember those movies, Death Wish?
Yeah, I remember those.
Because in the very first one, this guy said, "You're a cop. You can't do nothing to me." Blah blah blah. And he shoots him right between the fucking eyes. I always loved that. That's the first time somebody said, "Boom."
That motherfucker was a hard man, mate.
Yeah, he was.
You can't forget him. He
was rough looking, wasn't he? Yeah, he looked like Mark McGuire and Brian Adams in the face, kind of.
Who's that?
Charles Bronson. He had a rough face.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like Mickey Rourke. Look at Mickey Rourke. He went to be a boxer for a few years, and they crushed his face, and he had all that plastic surgery. That's why he looks like a freak now.
Goose after that.
He looks horrible. They stretch that shit out. It's weird to see somebody that, like Megan Fox, before she had plastic surgery after Transformers. They say, "Oh, she's a man." I get sick of hearing that.
Dude, she says it herself, bro.
I know. I know. I saw that, but I mean, they say gender. Everyone is like that one dude that used to be. Everybody's a man. Look at the Adam's apple.
Yes, you said that to me one day. You know what I quit doing? I quit listening to everybody, and I started looking for a fucking Adam's apple.
Hey, well, you can just tell. I look at the hands. That's the hands give it away. You got man hands. You can't get rid of man hands. You know what I mean? They're not dainty like women. Women's are thinner, and they just look like. You see some good-looking girl. She turned around and got some silverback hands. You're like, ah. Big knuckles and shit. My name's Sarah.
Yeah, deep voice would give it away.
That's funny, dude.
But I've always been one that I wasn't a hoe. So you have to get to know somebody over a few months. You know if it's a man or a woman just by talking to them.
Do what Paul Hagen did.
Plus, I've never known any
crocodile
or anything myself personally.
Maybe they just didn't tell you. No.
Well, where I live, their parents would have killed them. You know what I mean? I'm saying back in the day, that was a stigma. You know what I mean? You know.
You're mentally ill.
I mean, Queen was in a band with black leather, and no one knew he was gay because we weren't programmed like that. We didn't think that way. You know what I mean? It's just the way society is just, you know, made everything normal and okay, even when it's not. That's one ground I don't, you know, I just stand. I don't care what anybody does, just don't, you know, push it on kids or do it in front of me. Other than that, you got to pay for your own dues, right? The earth is flat.
Why don't the water fall off it if it's flat?
I'm almost done resurfacing this new cast iron pot I got, dude. I got one of them.
Hello!
I almost
That'll
did
pick everybody up. Oh!
that.
Hello! That's so stupid.
Oh man. I'm already
You
getting.
know why you always say, is there anybody out there? Because usually there's not.
Nobody's home, man. The lights are out, but nobody's home.
Fucking JJ sitting in the corner all fucking quiet and shite.
It's not if you can hear me.
Yeah, I'm getting tired and stoned to the gills.
Yeah, me too. I you know what's funny? I was just saying that and I grabbed up the fucking bong.
Tony song, that's amore.
Well, when
Like
you're
a
high
big
and stoned,
pizza
you just
pie.
get more stoned, right? What were you saying earlier, Michigander, like about catching a mouse or rat, like using a bucket of something? You
Okay,
said?
yeah, you take a 5-gallon bucket and you drill a hole on one side, just a little one, and a little hole in the other one, and you take a coat hanger. You put the coat hanger all the way through the hole, through the center of the top of the bucket. And then you just take like a paper towel roll or something like that, or a piece of PVC and put it on that coat hanger. And then in the center of it, you put a little bit of peanut butter and you just lean a stick up against the side of the bucket and the mice runs up to the top of the fucking bucket. And as it rolls out to go get the peanut butter, it spins and they drop in the bucket and they'll be alive and they can't get out.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, nice.
And some people like you that don't want to hurt them, they go and let them go. But most people put a little bit of water in the bottom of the bucket. When the mouse drops in, it drowns.
Feed them to the chickens.
What you want, Kiki? Oh, Kiki. Kiki.
Yeah, I did have that idea too. Of like somehow getting a tall bucket, tall enough where I can jump out of, because they probably have a good foot jump at least, or even a foot and a half jump. They can jump pretty high, right? Nice.
Heck yeah, they get greasy something the size of
I don't
fucking
know. They
tooth.
show it. I haven't tried it yet, but they show it online, and they get a lot of mice. You can look it up online.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool, like little
It's
chain reaction capture.
Yep, it's real simple. It's real easy, and you just put a little bit of peanut butter on the roller in the center, and you just leave it like that. But it'd work for what you want to do.
Yeah, because I'm done with this cat and mouse chase, man. Playing mousetrap in my own room by myself and the mouse. Losing right now. At least he's out of my room. Just.
Right on. Are you getting 40 hours in, Jay?
Sorry?
Are you working full time?
Oh, I'm not working right now.
Oh, I didn't know. Right on.
Yeah, it's a long vacation.
Right on.
No, I got injured at work. I hurt my arm.
You did? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I pulled a tendon on my arm. Like literally, like for a while, I literally couldn't even hold a cup.
Woo. That sucks. Were you in pain?
Only when I'm using it, really.
I didn't know if they always try to put people on, hydrocodones or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't really take anything for it.
Yeah, usually I'd tell them no, but if they give me something like that, I always just hung on to it. Or somebody always said runs out, or because I know people that used to have to take that stuff, and they get hard up and sell some of their medicine to people, and then be in pain. You know what I mean? Because pills, they have people turn them in, but they don't really go bad. They just get, and they lose a little bit of. You just can't sell them when they're old. Because there are a lot of places that gathered pills and collected them. People gave them so they could give them to people that didn't have prescription money for their prescription.
Oh, I know people that do it all the time, man. There's guys that get free, whatever, 180 pills of oxys, and they just sell them all. They get them for free.
And that's like the federal crime. I mean, it's what's weird, and people just don't even think about it. You mean? I knew people just like that. And then at the end of the month, they'd be in pain, and they sold their stuff. But they had to pay the bills.
All by design. They want the people hooked on the pills. Then when they can't get the pills, they go to the street trash.
Have you seen that documentary they did on opiates and hydrocodone? How it all started and everything? It was unbelievable, dude. I mean, it's horrible. They knew. They made commercials that said it wasn't addictive, and they lied about it, but they were making so much money that they just kept it hid for years.
They're talking about trying to prosecute them for it right now.
It's killing people too. I mean, people were dying taking it, and they would covered it up. They made commercials to make it look good, and like it was a miracle drug, and they changed the package. Anytime they had trouble, they paid the people off more or less.
I think
they made billions. They had them over there using combine like stuff to harvest the poppies, like we do here, instead of picking it by hand, and that made their increase their where they could pump out twice as much. It was wild.
The OD problem was so bad last year. I think in it was either 5 days there was 7 people I knew that had OD'd, or it was 5 people in 7 days that had OD'd, and 2 people were found dead in the same room.
Well, you put people at home and give them a bunch of money all at once and it ain't working. What do you think them kind of people are going to do? That's what they're going to go buy drugs as soon as they cash that check.
They're going to break that.
They're like drooling at the mouth, waiting on that motherfucker to get there. You know what I mean? They've already called the guy and go, "Look, I'm getting some money. You better have this shit ready for me." You know what I mean? Everybody's got speed dial. That a drug dealer on speed dial. I know people. They're called fiends, and I've been around them my whole life. They just fucking, them, and when you've been around them, it's easy. But I've lived where I've been around shady people, but that don't mean you have to be shady. Sometimes you just have to be in that neighborhood or whatever to do whatever, to pick people up or whatever. I've never been scared, but try to get along with people. You know what I mean? Sugar with more than vinegar. Just be nice. Never meet a stranger. It's all you can only make one first impression. That's all. You know what I mean? That's all you can do.
Motherfucking fucked up times.
Actually, I know one thing. I sure don't give a fuck what Tony thinks about my life.
No. That's why when somebody said something about he's been talking shit about me, I don't give a fuck. That dude knows.
And we all know
he knows
just
absolutely nothing about me. He has got no.
Something. You just feel that something's going to happen. I can just feel it. I mean, like somebody's going to snap. You know what I mean? There's people that don't give a fuck in this world right now. You know what I mean? Some people have nothing to lose. Now's the worst time to be making enemies in the world right now. Is the way it's going. That's the worst time. What happens when the phones don't work and shit? There's no cops.
Put a target on his back, man.
Hey, the first thing there's no power, no cops. He better. I can see people just driving there to get away with it. I mean, he didn't realize that's the worst thing you can call a man is a pedophile in the world. To me, you can call me anything. That's the only thing that I would die standing my ground on that. You know what I mean? I would.
When they keep talking shit about him and saying his name, it keeps dragging the bad karma along with him. If they stop,
I know, and that's why tonight I would do it.
Literally almost overnight, something bad.
I've been leaving everywhere. People were talking about him leaving, but tonight I'm like, just let everybody get it out. And after tonight, I ain't saying another word about him ever again. This is the last time. I mean, I don't care what he does. I don't want anybody to tell me about him or nothing. Unless somebody tells me, I don't hear nothing about him. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the same here.
And tonight when Tetro came up, I knew he likes to vent, so I just roll with it.
No,
Tony can make stuff about us and split this up and get lots of time out of this.
No, like I won't listen to nothing. I won't go to streams. Then I'll go to someone's live stream.
I
They're
just,
like, oh look,
I
they'll be
got
like,
it. You
look what
know, I just sharing out streams, but I got a lot
they'll
of
be like,
streams.
look what the idiot's saying now. Then they'll play what they'll show him live
Yeah.
what he's saying.
It's like a stray dog. If you feed it, it'll keep coming back. You got to quit feeding it.
That's what
It'll
I
leave.
feel like. You don't.
It is. It is. Because he
I
didn't say
mean-
nothing about you when you left. He hadn't said nothing about you because you weren't saying nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a long time.
Like,
Then
there's
you know, I
nothing
don't even
there.
know what happened. I don't know when he started saying bad shit about you. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't take
Yeah,
long.
I just.
You don't really have
I
to do
just
nothing.
yeah, if you just ignore it, you don't antagonize him and just let him be a stupid idiot. I mean, I understand, get people that want to attack him and want to go back and forth and have that fun with him, or people want to make fun of him with the videos. I get it. I'm not saying you do what you want to do. I mean,
Exactly.
I just feel like the guy's just negative presence, man. I don't see any.
Well, it's a new year, and
together.
it's only going to be the 5th today, and the 5G rolls out or whatever. We should just, like, when the 5G rolls out, so does Tony. And just don't give him even any thoughts. You know, don't feed the monster. We should just all ignore him instead of. I mean, I know PDF and all them guys, you know, the auditors, they're not going to stop. That's what they do. They got trolls and drama dome.
I just heard him tonight talking about it. He, like, I think AC. He's like, yeah, I enjoy going back and forth. He enjoys that
I know.
emotional.
See, I'm quitting going. I'm stopping slowly getting away from them because I just don't. Like I tell them, I said, this is a, what do you call it, adult center talk. I mean, they're acting like senior citizens, like a bunch of old chickens clucking. You know what I mean? I hate it. Talking about people. And if you stay there, you adapt your environment. That's why I leave, because I don't want to get negative. You know what I mean? And it happens though. I do it sometimes, and I catch myself like, fuck, what am I doing? It's too easy to say bad things. It's, you know what I mean? It is. You just go with the crowd. You have to
None of it really bothers me, so that's why I'm just happy just to.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
I
stream.
a bunch of people in the stream just sitting there, like what's his name, Slow Burner or PDF, had that lady, that crazy talking with swinging that big thing. Did you see that? She had a big.
Oh, but
black thing in there.
that wasn't on. That was on PDFs. That wasn't on
Yeah.
Slow Burners.
But I mean, that is the most vile stuff I ever heard. I mean,
Yeah.
disgusting. I mean, that is no fun. I mean, I'm going to throw up. And just her voice, and I'm like, oh my God, that's the most disgusting,
Yeah,
repelling.
you talk about Vecchio. Yeah.
I don't know who it is. I don't want to know her name. She's
Too late.
that bitch would beat you up and sticks that in your butt, probably. She fucking looks crazy. She looks like Grace
You know what
Jones.
the number one problem plaguing the earth is? Mental fucking illness.
Oh yeah, they don't do nothing about it. And everybody thinks everybody on YouTube's fine. That there's no one crazy or anything on YouTube. There's a lot of crazy motherfuckers on YouTube.
I'm
You know what I mean?
batshit- Fuck you. I'm batshit
I mean,
crazy.
some of
Fuck you.
There's this guy called.
No.
There's a guy. There's this drunk guy called White Tupac. I went to him for a little while, but man, he's. It don't take long to see who ain't all there.
Yeah, batshit crazy.
But I've seen
Exactly.
like a lot of the people that like Tony goes after when they just don't engage him. Tony just leaves him alone. He just goes after somebody else who he can engage with, right?
And how many people say I'm disabled? How many people say I'm disabled? Because that's most people on YouTube don't. I mean, I'm old, but they don't work, or they couldn't be on YouTube as much as they do. You know what I mean? I never was on YouTube when I had a family and shit. I didn't do nothing. I was already divorced and gone before I ever got on YouTube. I never did anything like that when I had kids. When you have kids, there's too much to do to be talking to other people. You got to be talking to your kids so they grow up to be good. You know what I mean? It's a self-serving world now. Parents care more about what they're doing than their kids. They just give them money to go here, there, let them play games. Just shut up and go away, and then they go get drunk.
Now, these times
Yeah,
where time seems like it's speeding up.
It's changed. Parents used to care about their kids first before anything. Now they're last. This is the way it is. I'm not saying everywhere, but in general, you see it. It's sad. Because it ain't been that long ago that people had morals and stuff when I was young. That ain't that long ago. It happened quick, They flipped it over.
I wonder if it's because there's too many distractions, too many things to worry about.
I just think it was their agenda slowly doing it gradually, and where you didn't notice it. They passed shit here and there and start making the music. Just rap. You know, there's all kinds of variables.
Yeah,
Music,
all the
TV,
brainwashing,
movies. You know, people get
all the
dreams
chemicals. Can't forget about that.
and all the bullshit they put on TV that ain't real to make it look like racism is invented by the media. I never seen anybody in my life do hate crime, call anybody names like that in real world. Never. Because even other people would have whipped their ass. You know what I mean? People just don't put up with that shit in the real world. You don't go out and call somebody an N-word or anything like that. People are like, hey, around here, people like 5 people be on them. Like, what do you think you're doing? But this is a God-loving country. People, they just, if they see someone doing someone wrong, I don't care who it is.
Yeah,
like,
Tony wouldn't last a minute if you talk like that in the streets.
In the United States, everybody's a hero if they're put in the right position. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, people react automatically here without thinking about their own safety. If they see someone that's weaker or younger in trouble, they without thinking they're going to go try to help them. I've never seen anybody not. You know, that's just the way we are. We just help. We just take up for the little guy. I always did. You know what I mean? I don't like people see the underdog picked on. I never have liked that.
Yeah, I don't like bullying.
I don't like bullying. I guess bullying.
Yeah, I think Tony's the bully.
Wait, that's bully. He's like a Satanist almost.
Somebody gave him a underwear ribbon wedgie when he was in high school.
Well, I think he didn't get loving at home like most kids do.
He got beat up.
Yeah, because he said he was Catholic and Italian. What's that tell you?
Tony, get rid of the butt plug.
Yeah, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Much. Mm.
Yes, we have no bananas. What's up, Brack? Paperback Writer. What movies or songs describe Tony? Go.
Evil Dead.
Yes, I'm a psycho. Yeah, I'm a psycho.
Jason Goes to Hell. Friday 13. I don't know. I'll see all the horror movies.
Wrong turn.
I'm about to cook me some steak and eggs.
Oh, nice.
Which came first, the steak or the egg?
What?
Which came first, the steak or the egg?
I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know when I get done.
Steak.
The stove gets to decide that.
Hey, wait till I got a bunch of stuff I'm gonna download later. I mean, the sunset. They were doing all that spraying because there was 2 suns there. It's crazy. That's the most I ever seen sprayed here at one time, probably all day long, nonstop. Like, and then they were moving it somewhere because then it was blue sky. Then here they came at it again, and they were moving the systems, you know, for this cold front. I guess probably blocking the heat out to keep it cold. You know what I mean?
No, they were cutting electricity to a whole bunch of people too. Last time I checked.
If they're going to do something, they'll do it in the winter when it's fucking cold, and you will, it's easier when it's cold. You can't really do much, and if they cut the heat and the water, you got no food. In the cold, you don't last long, do you?
No, well, I know how to deal with it, but
I'm not talking about the people that, the masses.
If it was me, and I lived in a community, and there was, like fucking 17 city blocks without fucking power or heat, dude, I'd be burning shit right in the middle of the street, standing right there by it. I'd put a burn barrel right in the middle of the fucking street, and let the neighbor know, hey man, we got fires out here going. And I'd start making outside setups. I'd tell and any officer would say, shut the fuck up, get out of here. You need to get out of here.
And
I'd point at the top and say, hey, go get our fucking power on. Get out of here. You got something to do. Serve your
we have the Springfield Underground that it goes underground, like supposedly all the way to Denver, and they take diesels in there, and they store food in there. So I always tell people when it goes bad, when you drive out there, and the National Guard will probably have it blocked off because it's full of food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird shit going on right now, but the fuckers on that side better realize, hey man, you get down in that hole, they're just gonna dust you when they're done with you too.
Yeah, life's going to shit when the Dollar Tree raises to $1.25.
Now, I've been seeing a lot of headline and news all over, just doing quick skims. And there's a lot of shit going on. They need to figure it out.
I'm figuring out how to keep smoking this weed.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I'm doing. Cast iron's almost ready for oil. Sling a couple steaks. I'm kind of getting tired.
Pedal like Toko.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Remember that song?
Like I said.
Who wrote that song? I know who wrote it. It was on Dr. Domino. I think it was Whisker Biscuit Theater.
One hit one, wasn't it?
It was Bill Paxton wrote that song. Fish head. Oh no, he wrote this one. Fish head, roly poly fish head. That was the song he wrote. It was on the
Yeah, I
same show.
like that actor.
Yeah, I can't believe they killed him off young. I mean,
Yeah.
I like him in Alien when they're waiting for the ship to land and it crashed. He goes, "Man, we're
Yeah,
fucked
game
now."
over, man. Game over, man. Cut the power,
Yeah.
man.
And like just in Weird Science and like True Lies and
He
that
was
one with
in
Billy
this.
Bob Thornton. Remember that with Billy Bob Thornton where he was like they found the dead mafia guys in the airplane. He was in that movie too. They found a bunch of money.
He was really good in this Western too. It was I think the most recent thing he
Tombstone.
did. He did
Tombstone.
like yeah, that too. And I think there was I think he was also in this it was like a Western TV series. It was like a 3-part series.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He was always funny.
Yeah.
But whenever Arnold took him for a ride in that Corvette that time, True Lies.
Yeah.
That was funny. I liked Last Action Hero, with Arnold.
Oh yeah.
It had a great soundtrack.
Funny.
It had AC/DC, I think Megadeth. It was just a good soundtrack. And with movies like that, they don't call them good, but if they didn't make so much money, like Waterworld, they said it was a flop because it didn't get the money back. But I like that one. The Postman, I like that too.
Waterworld was super cool, man.
Yeah, he goes, paper. Remember that guy who stole the tomato plant? That weird guy in the water. That was a fucking movie. That had it had who in it? Dennis Hopper. That was one of his last movies, I think.
No, that dude with Crying with Wolves or whatever.
Dancing with Wolves. That's one I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, and that other
Kill the Dreams.
the ship captain. That's old school. I love that movie. And when the old bastard in the bottom of the boat checking the fuel level in the super tanker.
Ab 0303. Do you remember that movie about flight? What do you call them? Air traffic controllers with Billy Bob, Angeli, and that one guy. They were fighting over Angeli Jolie. Well, Billy Bob had came there from a different airport, and so he knew he had screwed his old lady. So he made him go out there, and they stood on the runway when a jet took off, and it sucks you up in the air about 150 feet, and then you hit the concrete. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding? No.
The suction sucks you up. If you want to take off, it'll suck you up in the air with it when it takes off if you get close enough.
Oh, I see the jets landing off that beach somewhere around the world.
Oh yeah. They say that 5G might be crashing the planes because it messes with their.
Man, I got 3 fat fucking animals laying right in front of my wood stove. So when I go over to flip my steaks, it's a pain in the ass.
You filthy animal.
Put a lid on it, mate.
I got a cat laying in front of a pit bull with my dickweed laying up the pit bull's asshole.
At one time, we were sneaking in a drive-in movie, and this friend of mine got in the trunk with this girl he was wanting to date, and the line was real long, and I fucking cranked my radio up as loud as it go, and he was about to kick my ass when he opened that trunk. You know what I mean? But I blasted him. Oh man, it's almost 2 a.m. I think I'm gonna cut it out because my battery says 15%. And when it goes below that, it dies usually. You know what I mean? I've been on here like 3.5 hours. It's 2 a.m. here almost. So, and I'm at my friend's
almost 3 a.m. here, so it works.
Shutting down.
Good, Tars.
We'll see you somewhere in the stream tomorrow.
All right, man.
Take it easy,
You
Travis.
guys have a good night.
You too. Take it easy. Take it
Peace,
easy,
everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good
Right
night.
on, man. Stay tough.
Be strong.
Cheerio.
The Four Musketeers. See ya.